What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are here today for the match watch-along of the upcoming game between Dortmund and Hoffenheim, and we need to get back on track. There's a couple things we need to touch on. We're about 30 minutes out from the actual game starting. However, there was also the Ronaldo news, which I've seen you guys already mention in the chat. There was the lineup that has already been announced. We'll go over that. We'll talk to you guys as well. The stream we did earlier today was interesting, considering, you know, our boy Haaland is being linked away. But the number one thing is to get back on track today, get a big victory, because there's a little bit of stress going around the BVB community right now, on top of the fact that we lost the Super Cup, lost to Freiburg, and don't really have a ton of depth at the moment with a lack of transfers. So everyone's a little bit on edge, and I get that, and there's only one way to get us back on track, and it is winning today. It is. And I also got Producer T. I got a new chair, so I'll be moving around a little bit, and it's his job to make it look good. So he's got a nice little task on his hand today. But hopefully you guys are excited. If you are, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat, and we'll pull up the starting 11 soon. I'm just gonna get into to some of the chat right now. White says, who's a member here on the channel, says, "Yo Josh, what are the benefits of the legend tier? I'm curious about it for next month." I think that we should go to the community board and shake things up to see what you guys want for the legendary. Obviously, there's different tiers of being a member. The first one, just kind of the basic of being a member, like any YouTube channel. You got your nice highlighted questions. You get replied or answered a little bit more because I know that you're a member. Nice little badge beside you. The next tier, you get Producer T videos. So if anyone in the chat today has watched Producer T's video he put up today, let me know, because it was cool. He kind of went behind the scenes of how he set up this specific stream. And then the third tier, maybe we'll get people to pop on the channel for maybe previews, transfer news. Maybe we'll get them to have a say on some content. I haven't decided. I kind of want to revamp it. So, White, I will kind of get back to you on that. But I think I might go to the community board to see what you guys would want to think for that tier. But I appreciate that you're thinking of becoming a Legend tier member, White. If you want to say, be sure to put it in the community board when I put it up there. But Luke Carey says BVB 3-2. OC says, well, Ronnie moved to United. Yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo is a brand new United player. Who wants to tell Cavani that he's not going to be wearing number 7 this year? Because I'm not doing it. Sancho is lucky. Dortmund, ready for my Dortmund kit. At least I won't have to rely on a bad hotel Wi-Fi to watch the match. That is very good. Hoping for a win here to get some momentum back. That's an absolute necessity for today's match, 100%. Agents is here. My boy, Bobby. We need to get momentum back. I think that's true. I can feel a big win coming in. I'm hoping so. And with all the Haaland transfer rumors that are going around, I think it should make you guys feel very comfortable that he's in the starting 11 today. And I said I didn't want to look too much into the transfer rumors of Haaland, but the fact that potentially PSG are interested could maybe make things a little bit nervous. But the number one thing is that he's in today's match. So that is important, guys. That is absolutely important. We got a couple people excited to see Gio. I am too. Hi, Josh. Love seeing Bitzel at CB again. Yeah, he'll be at center back today. We'll get to the lineup for you. Producer T made a nice little graphic. Oscar says, I'm late. You're right on time, Oscar. You're right on time. Hope you're excited. If you're just tuning in, guys, smash the like button. Get us over to 30. The last time, you guys somehow got us over 100 likes before the stream started, which I haven't seen before. So you guys were pretty impressive that way. My prediction is 2-2. Well, we tend to draw against Hoffenheim, so that's not a bad prediction. Our backline is much better today. Yep, and that's why I think that we're going to stick with the 4-1-2-1-2, so Marco Rosa has an opportunity to potentially give it a go. But Producer T is going to bring up the starting 11 for you guys on screen, and I'm going to go over it quickly. So as you guys can tell, we're lined up in the 4-1-2-1-2. I had some debate of whether this could be played in a 4-2-3-1, but I don't think we're going to actually play it like that. I think he wanted to give this a go one more time with proper wingbacks or fullbacks. We got Meunier back, we got Guerrero back, so in goal is Kobel, right back is Meunier, which is fantastic. I'm really excited to see what he can do today. We're begging for a right back to step up, and I'm excited to have him in. We got Akanji and Witsel. Hummels was supposed to play. Obviously, he got ruled out, so Witsel has to slide back into to the center back position, which I'm comfortable with. Guerrero will be at left back, the CDM, the number 6, will be Dahoud. The 2 center mids will be Bellingham, who will drop back a little bit, and Reina, who will go up a little bit. Your 10 is Royce, and your 2 strikers are Malen and Haaland. However, a lot of you guys I can see some of you guys are saying it's a 4-2-3-1, which it could be. Footmob and some other stuff have it lined up as a 4-4-2. Ignore that. If it is lined up differently, my assumption is it will be a 4-2-3-1. Same back four. It will be Bellingham and Dahoud as your 2 CDMs. It'll probably be Gio as your cam, Royce out on the left, Malen out on the right, and Haaland as a lone striker. And I arguably would kind of want to see that. On the bench, we got Hitz, Mukuku, Brandt, Renier, Paslak, Wolf, Gerpuz, and Papadopoulos. I haven't heard anything about Chan. Do you hear about Chan's on there?
He got hurt a muscle injury in training today. So.
Producer T somehow always knows what's going on with the injuries. Producer T says that Chan picked up a muscle injury in training today, so not ideal. White says cool video from Producer T. Good to see. Good to see. Listen, I can play 150 rupees for the second tier, but I'm broke. It's all good, my man. It's all good. I appreciate that you're a member, OC. I don't feel confident. Can somebody make me feel confident, please? I'm hoping for a bounce back. That's the biggest thing I'm hoping for today. I think the fact that this formation, we're gonna have to see how it actually lines up. I hope it does line up in a 4-2-3-1. I really do, but I have a feeling it may start out with this 4-1-2-1-2. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it'll be a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-2-1-2? Kevin says, let's go. Gio and Mounier is back. Great to see. It absolutely is. Jude is going to score today. I like it. I like it. Hoffenheim are playing a 4-4-2. Taking a look over at Hoffenheim starting 11. It has them lined up in a 4-2-3-1. And I assume that is how they are going to play. They've played in a 4-4-2 and a 4-2-3-1. But they don't have their other striker today, so it's Kramaric will be leading the line. So again, my assumption for Hoffenheim is the 4-2-3-1. A couple players to note on this team: Kevin Voigt, their skipper at the back, solid defender. They got Sebastian Rudy, the former Bayern CDM Hoffenheim player. He'll be useful. He had a pretty good game so far in his opening couple, as well as Andre Kramaric, who we can't underestimate. He's got 4 assists in 2 games. And finally, the other player I want to highlight is Jakob Brun Larsen, our former BBB boy, who has scored 2 goals in 2 games. 2 goals in 2 games. Finally, a right back. There we go. We got some excitement coming in. But yeah, that is why Chan's not in. He picked up a muscle injury. I made 2 times at BBB's Twitter. And it says 2-0 for Hoffenheim. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Why is Hummel's not playing? He picked up a knock as well. Malen scores for the first time today. That is what I would love to see. I would love to see Malen and Haaland both get on the scoreline. There's a little bit of frustration building up in Haaland, and we need him to score for his own safety, I think. Are you going to the Canada-Honduras game? I am not. I'll be doing a match watch-along for it. But if you are going to the game, feel free to send in videos and pictures, and I'll try to get them up on screen next week. BBB's defense is weak. Sign a new defender for the Champions League. We've been linked with Delo, so I have to see. Where's Brandt? Brandt's on the bench, wasn't he? Yeah, Brandt's on the bench. Not quite ready for the start quite yet. Dan saying 3-1 for Dortmund. Yep, get your prediction in, guys. Get your predictions in. Let me know what you guys think of today's match. I think I said 3-1 for my prediction. Just getting the game. Getting the game set up. All right. We got the game up. It's on Sportsnet now, which is nice here in Canada for any Canadians who have Sportsnet now. I think the biggest thing about the game is taking control of the midfield. We've struggled in the last 2 games. I think that's a good point. I would have really liked to see a 3-man midfield. If Hummels was fit, my preferred formation would have been going back to our beautiful little Christmas tree, going to the 4-3-2-1, having Witsel as your 6, have Dahoud and Bellingham in front of him, and then having the Gio, Royce, your floating cams, and Haaland as your striker. That's what I would have preferred. Noah's on rehab from his injury. The Delo deal is apparently off. We've heard so much back and forth, whether it's on, whether it's off. This is what I've heard. I've heard that the deal is likely to be off because United can't find a proper replacement. However, there has been news that Shelik may be going to Atletico Madrid. If Shelik leaves from Lille and goes to Atletico Madrid, that means Trippier will more than likely leave Atletico Madrid to go to United, which will then allow Dalot to leave United and join Dortmund. So I don't think it's completely done yet, but I do think a couple transfers have to fall into place. But as of right now, yes, the last thing I did hear was that unless any movement happens with bringing in a replacement, he will not leave. Isn't the Dalot move canceled? We don't know yet. As of right now, it's not going through, but they left it as an open book. What do you think of Maloney? Do you think he'll ever play time this season if you don't make the center back signings? US fan. I don't think Maloney will have very many options this season. I think Papadopoulos is in front of him. I do think we are going to bring in a center back, and even if we don't, I still don't think that he would get a shout, especially with Zagadou coming back sooner than later. So, yeah, sorry for our U.S. national team fans. My personal opinion is that Maloney will... I mean, he'd be lucky to get a couple appearances. Probably 0 starts and maybe a couple appearances, but that's just me. I think it's very, very unlikely. Haaland going to PSV. This news is real. Please tell me. I don't think Haaland's going to PSG. The biggest thing, like I said, is I think if Mbappe leaves, PSG are going to push us to the limit. They're going to pop up some options. They're going to offer a lot of money, and they're going to try to, like I said, bend us until we break. So if we don't want to sell Haaland, the cards are in our pocket. We don't have to. But if something stupid's offered, like 200 million, maybe Dortmund think about it. But the fact that he's starting today makes me feel very good. MD2 did me bad on the Bundesliga Fantasy League, hoping a lot better for this time around. I like it. Hey, Dortmund guy, with Ronaldo going back to United, I think Dalot won't be leaving Portuguese connection. Potentially, in the last few days, it seems like he wanted a move to Dortmund. He was talking to Guerrero. He was talking to Sancho. He wanted a deal to happen. However, like I said, unless some activity happens, and maybe the fact that Ronaldo goes there, maybe that puts it off. We don't know. I do think it's still a potential option. But like I said, a couple things will have to go into place for it to go through. Hoffenheim, Frankfurt, Leverkusen, and recently Freiburg are literally the teams I hate the most just because they randomly win against Dortmund over the years. And that's a fair observation. I agree with that. Is Haaland going to PSV? Please tell me, Josh. I don't think he's going to PSG. I don't. But like I said, there is a chance. I don't think Dortmund want to sell. It's too late in the window to adequately put the pieces in together to get a competitive team. However, like I said, if Mbappe goes out and they decide to drop 200 mil on Haaland, I think some heads will be turned. But also, like Riley's pointed out, PSG are also rumored to go for Richarlison. So they're going to, if Mbappe leaves, they're going to exploit every option they have. It may be Richarlison. It may be Haaland. It was rumored to be Ronaldo, which it obviously isn't going to be. Only time will tell. But I feel safe that he will be a Dortmund boy this year. It looks like Haaland really enjoys it here. I don't think that he would leave in such a sudden way. Yeah, and the other big thing is I don't think he fancies Liga. I really don't. I think if he wanted to leave, I think he's going to eventually go to the Prem or La Liga with Madrid. 500 million plus Hakimi plus Icardi for Haaland. Lille will only sell Shelik if they get Serge. Oh, I didn't know they were targeting Serge Aurier. It's a pretty complex transfer merry-go-round. What I don't understand is why we don't get Shelik directly. Why? So the reason, in my opinion, we don't get Shelik directly, because that's a great shout. I rate Shelik. It's because we don't have the upfront money, and I don't think Lille's willing to let him go on a loan with option to buy. United, who have a lot of money, are. So that's the best case scenario for Dortmund, is, like I said, Shelik is sold to Atletico. Apparently, if Aurier goes to Lille, then Shelik will go to Atletico, Trippier will go to United, and then this is the key thing. We will bring Dalot in on a loan with option to buy. Because with Lille, I don't think they would just let Shelik walk. They need cash. They need cash up front. And that's the difference between the two. A loan with option to buy for Dortmund is the perfect deal. Haaland to PSV confirmed. I keep saying PSV. I don't know why. Thank you, OC. I know. PSV are not signing Haaland. PSG will target him. What player do you like in Dortmund? I like them all. My favorite, though, is Marco Reus. He's always been my favorite player, with a lot of love going towards Dahoud. Will Haaland score this game? I hope so. I hope Malen and Haaland both score, man. Dan says, I love your Canadian accent, Josh. Good. Good. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. But let me know in the comments now, guys, what do you think is key today for Dortmund to pick up points? If you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, pop us up over 50, subscribe if you guys are new around the channel, and yeah, put it in the comments now. What do you think Dortmund need to do to get 3 points? Because if we don't get 3 points today, I think there's going to be a lot of nerves in this community right now. For me, it's controlling the midfield, and I think we have the midfield to do that today, as well as, honestly, having our fullbacks having good games. And when I say having good games, I mean making the right calls, going up the pitch when you need to, backtracking when you need to. Passlack got bullied, and it was tough to watch. Now, I'm expecting a better performance from Meunier. I think he's going to be excited. He had a good Euros. He has a lot to prove wrong, because he definitely has had a tough time here at Dortmund, but he's got an opportunity. I'm sorry about that, guys. Had to let that out. And Guerrero, who needs to get up the pitch as well. But let's see what you guys have to say today. We need better midfield passing today. That is true. 2 players who are so reliable, one being Dahoud. I thought he had a pretty poor game. I think he's going to have to have a better game today. He's going to try to control the midfield, drop in deep, pick up the ball, and just kind of really control the tempo, because he's the type of player in today's game who will be able to do that. Marking up Kramaric is going to be very important. Not only has Kramaric shown that he can put the ball in the back of the net, but like I said, 2 games in, 4 assists. He's wheeling and dealing, and we got to control that. I think Witsel needs to have a solid game at the back, but I mean, I'm looking at mainly our wingbacks and Dahoud. 3 players to keep an eye on: Dahoud, Meunier, and Guerrero, and just hope our firepower up front can get the job done. Where are we? Listen, I already predicted 3-2 win for us. Haaland, Malen, and Royce, Kramaric, and Rudy for Hoffenheim. Very specific. When do you think Kobel will be the starting keeper for Switzerland? It'd be tough. I don't think he'll outdo Sommer unless Sommer just completely falls down in form. But once Sommer starts progressing down, I think it's Kobel's job. Haaland in for a masterclass. He's frustrated, and when goats get mad, they get pissed off. I like that, and I think it's true. The key is being lucky with your corners and free kicks. Interesting point. Set pieces could be important. Defend. I think we need Haaland to be found out with good balls, and he needs the space. Yeah, the big thing, again, and I'm going to look at Marco Rosa for this, is adaptability. This team, like I said, I got it lined up here in the 4-1-2-1-2, but it can play a 4-2-3-1. You can shift. You can move Malen out to the right. You can move Royce to the left. Gio as your cam. Haaland as your striker. And when things get gritty and gets a team like Hoffenheim, you have to be able to adapt. And we just kept running into a wall against Freiburg, and it was just downright annoying. So I really hope this Dortmund team can adapt when needed. And I think that'll be clutch. And that's going to be on Marco Rosa to see if he can get down and he can find the right decisions to be able to do that. Attacking from all sides of the pitch rather than just going down the middle. Also having fullbacks doing well. That's an excellent point, and you're very right. If we get too clustered in the middle, switch it up. Go to the 4-2-3-1. Have space on the wings. Then you will have Meunier with Malen on the right, Guerrero, Royce on the left, and it will be a completely different complexion to the match instead of just having route 1 football through the middle when you're too congested. Because playing in a 4-2-3-1 will give you more space in the middle, if that is indeed what Hoffenheim play. And matching them the 4-2-3-1, I don't think either one is too iffy right now. So I do expect them to play in the 4-1-2-1-2, give that a go, and then if things don't go well, switch it up. I know it's just nonsense now, but if you have gotten Baku instead of Malen, would you have taken it? Baku fills both the right back and, arguably, yeah, maybe I would have. I like Baku a lot, and I think it's going to be very hard to get him down the road. But I still have good hopes for Malen, man. I still think he's very early on. This is another good opportunity for him to hit the ground running. So I'm not that worried quite yet. But yes, in terms of what we need, having a winger / fullback / wingback would have been really, really nice. 10 minutes to go. Keep the likes of Kramaric, Rudy off the ball. They're dangerous when passing. I agree with that. Big one today is keeping Kramaric quiet. Moment of truth for Meunier. Guys, give me a likelihood. Percentage in the chat. What is the percentage Meunier has a good game? 0% to 100%. Put it in. What is your percentage you think Meunier has to have a good game? I'm thinking 75. It comes to the point where you have nothing else to hope for because we have no other options there. I need him to do good. I feel like Malen's going to score, but an accidental goal or an ugly goal. Hey, I don't care. Get the ball in the back of the net. Get him going. Do you think PSG as French rivals of Dortmund, Josh? I guess. We have a little love-hate thing going on with, well, mostly hate thing going on with them. I think Leipzig can get out of their group. Ooh, that'd be a tough one. I wouldn't predict them, but I mean, they can play, man. They can play. Man, I feel really sad we can't do SHIT in the transfer window. That's why these loan deals are important. Like I said, I do think a loan deal is going to come in as well as a actual signing. And just guys, I keep seeing people put in 4-4-2. I'm gonna let you know right now, that's not what we're playing. If you're looking at FootMob or something like that, it's wrong. I will bet you my house that we're not playing a 4-4-2. If anything, like I said, we're playing a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-2-3-1. But the 4-4-2 they had lined up on FootMob had Bellingham on right mid. It had Royce in the middle. It's not what it's gonna be. It more than likely, like I said, it's gonna be a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-2-3-1. And I'm excited nonetheless to see how it ends up going.
Funniest thing on the screen, it said 4-4-2, but it was a diamond in the middle. It was a 4-1-2-1-2. They just called it 4-4-2.
They called it a 4-4-2. Producer T says that on the actual stream of the game, it said 4-4-2, but it showed it in a diamond. So I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? But let's take a look at the percentages for Mune having a good game. We got 95 of you guys in the chat. If you're just tuning in, drop a like. Drop a sub as well, guys. You guys are helping the channel grow rapidly, and I absolutely appreciate it. And the last question we asked before we get going was the chances of Mune having a good game. And these are some of the numbers coming from you guys. I got 100. I got 42. I got 75. 60. 169. Dirty man. 68.9. Wow. You're almost dirty, OC. 80. 60. 70. Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry for suggesting Baku instead of Malen. We need the fans to support him. There you go. That's the confidence I like. 4-4-2. Nope. How old are you, Josh? I am 25. 25 years old. Seasoned vet. It's nice seeing the fans back in the Joshua, what's your name, bruh? It's Josh. But I mean, if you want to call me Joshua, you do you. You do you. A question, are the YouTube guidelines in Canada more strict because you rarely refrain from using bad words? I have producer T in the background. He always tells me, Josh, don't swear. And to be fair, we've had a few of our streams demonetized. We got a notification that says your Bayern watch-along or 5 takeaways was demonetized, and then I clicked on the video and it took me right to where I dropped the F word 2 or 3 times. It was a 4-2 game. You guys remember that? Yeah, so that video all that work got demonetized because I couldn't keep it together. So that is why sometimes I don't swear, but we're getting ready, guys. Put your predictions in. We're about 3 minutes away from getting this thing going. We've heard a few different score lines today. 2-1, 3-2. I'm saying 3-1. I'd like to see a clean sheet, but you know. I think it's going to be a 4-1-2-1-2, same as the 4-4-2 skinny diamond. The skinny diamond. Look at the BBBs. Sebastian says Mune will have a good game 100%. Here we go. It's good to see fans back, man. It really is. Producer T and I are ready to go to Germany as soon as hopefully... I want the stadium to be full capacity, and I don't know how long it's going to take, but he's got to experience it full throttle. All right, score predictions one final time, guys. 3-1, 4-1, 2-2 from Angie. She's a realist. She always isn't afraid to say a tough scoreline. White says 5-2. Sounds like a Dortmund game to me. 2-0, 3-2. I always lose against Hoffenheim in career mode. It's like Goldbridge's Burnley. Fair. They are tough, man. They are tough. I'm here for Gio. Hey, that's fine, man. We got a good chunk of U.S. men's national team fans here. And I can keep you up to date with Gio. And he's playing in position today-ish. We're going to see if it is indeed a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-2-3-1. But I think he'll play centrally no matter what. I think that Dortmund should be able to do better with their home and the fans' attendance. That is a very good point. And I think that Dortmund will definitely have the advantage and take the yellow wall. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to look at a single team that could benefit after being home, I'm going to put the money, it's Dortmund, man. And looking at the video right now and watching the stream and seeing how the fans are just engaged and they're ready to go, it's beautiful. I'm here for Holland. That's fair. That's fair, man. That is fair. Oh, Pius is saying a 2-1 loss. My man. Any guys single doing part right now? I don't know. Is anyone in Germany? Angie, where are you watching from? You in Germany or you back in the States? I'm here for Brandt. Hey, that's all right. We got some love. Put a prediction in, guys. Put a prediction in who's going to score today. Because I'm seeing a lot of people saying that they're here for a specific player. I mean, Dahoud, baby. Dahoud. Are you doing a watch along of the Germany game? Dahoud's in the team. Maybe Sebastian. I'll have to take a look at Germany's schedule. We'll be doing some Canadian men's national team streams. Maybe some Germany streams depending on when they play. But I will try to do some. Especially my boy Dahoud and Royce are in there, man. Those are my guys. Will you cheer for Gio when the U.S. is playing against Canada next week? I will not. No love lost. No love lost. When I watch Bayern play Dortmund, I am not cheering for Davies. When I'm watching the U.S. play Canada, I'm not cheering for Gio. What channel are you watching in Canada? Producer T has Sportsnet Now Plus. Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm watching on Sportsnet Now Plus, courtesy of Producer T. I like your shirt. You do. Good. Little JJD TV. I'm glad you do. I put a bet 3-1 Dortmund win. Hey, that's what I picked, man. All right, guys. They're coming out. They're coming out on the pitch. We got a bunch of you guys in here. I'm not sure how close we are to 100 likes, but if you're just tuning in, drop a like, drop a sub. And if anyone is new to the chat, guys, say hello. And drop in your scoreline, because you guys are just tuning it in right now. And I'm seeing 4-0 for BVB, 3-0. I keep saying 5-2. I like that. I like that. Is Joshua here? Joshua is here. Joshua is here, Nikki. Big Mike. Josh plugging his merch again. I know. Just this guy. And Terzic is there. Yeah, the transfer market's wild. I cannot wait to see how this thing goes down, because I still personally believe we are going to have 2 players come in. And like I said, I think it's going to be a loan. I think it's going to be actually buying one. And then I think one of those 2 players will be able to play 2 different positions. And a lot of you U.S. men's national team fans keep saying Chris Richards, which is fine, because he can play center back, he can play right back. We'd get him in on a loan. So there you go. But I don't think Bayern would do business with us. Nathan says, I'm new here. I'm glad I caught this. Beautiful, Nathan. Welcome to the channel. Let me know where you're watching from today. Gio, 1 goal, 2 assists. Hey, I'm fine with that, man. I'm fine with that. What about Ronaldo back to United? I think it makes more sense. I just think it means Cavani's on his way out, man. Love how Jude and Gio are becoming regular starters. Yep. Incredibly talented young men. I'm excited. I want to see a win, man. I don't want my weekend to just fall off a cliff again. But, can you DM me on Instagram? Yeah, if you send me, I won't do it through the game, but if you want to send me anything on Twitter or Instagram, they're floating on the screen right now. Feel free, and I'll get to you after the game, my man. You think Holland is leaving? I don't. I think Holland is going to stay this summer. But like I said, depending if Mbappe leaves and if PSG go with 200 mil, I think that's how far you're going to see Dortmund bend and see if they decide to break. Nikki says, I'm also new. Welcome, Nikki, to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully gained a couple new subscribers as well, as Kickoff has just came on here. But it's good to have you here. I'm a teacher in the U.S. I just got done with the students and leaving the building. Nathan, very cool, my man. What do you teach? Already there's a quick yellow card. Kickoff has happened. Axel Witsel is down. Not ideal. Let's take a replay of this. Oh, yeah. He got a good elbow there. Tyler K. here says, what's good, Josh? Let's get the dub. I'm hoping to, man. Tom says, A5K. Yep. Gained a lot of new subscribers here on the channel. I appreciate all the support from you guys cheering on our beautiful black and yellows today. Gained a new teacher here, Nathan, who's just finishing up, which is very nice, very nice. I didn't get to watch the last game. I heard Malen didn't look great. Are you surprised he's starting? I'm not surprised he's starting because, I mean, you got to justify that 30 million price tag. We spent money on him. It's the right thing to do. It sucks, unfortunately, that he's had a bit of a rough start because I'm not that worried yet. He's came off the bench twice. He started one game. He didn't look any worse than any of the other front four last game. Gio, Royce, Malen, Holland were all off. This is an opportunity for them to get it together, so I'm happy he's in. I'm definitely happy he's in. Drop some flags into the chat as I guess we're in this injury break. Let me know where you guys are watching from today. For anyone who's new to the channel, the regulars know we're watching from Canada. We are watching from Canada. I love your setup. Thank you, my man. I think it's nice. You get a little bit, you got the Poco, we get a rub in every once in a while. You got our Dortmund love, and then you got my local team, my Canadian spirit. You got a couple little TFC jerseys in there. I'm glad you like the setup, my man. We're back underway, though. We're back underway. And with Witsel off, there's already a good opportunity here for Hoffenheim, which we got to be very careful with. And off the bar. Jeez. All right. Well, not having Witsel in the back was already very dangerous. It would have been a good goal, too. That was a nice through ball. It was onside. It was looking for Kramrich. Very poor marking. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Guerrero. Let his man go. Whew. People watching from the States, India, Canada. Malen is to be the new Sherla. No, man. It's way too early. There's a nice corner kick coming in here from Hoffenheim, though. But that was, Tom says he's watching from Colombia. Very cool. Very cool. Missouri. Paslak. Yeah, this is already a bit of a scary start. I'm not going to lie. But let's see what we can do now on the break. And it's already in rapid succession. We see Holland. Beautiful ball. Oh, it's a very poor effort. Was that Gio? It was. It was a good run, though. It was a good run. Hi, I am Junior Doctor. Welcome to your watch. Love from India. Welcome, my man. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the chat. A Junior Doctor. Very impressive. Very impressive. I bet you the club won't win the year. Lewandowski 9 with the Holland pick. Hey, you're a misleading man. You're a misleading man. Nathan says he's teaching kindergarten grade 5 music. Haha. Very cool, Nathan. I got your channel from a video when you did with Tactical Manager. Filippo, my boy. We're going to have to go up against him very soon, though, when Canada takes on the States. Which tells me probably Nathan is from the States. Gio's got to do better. Yeah, it was a very good run, though. To be fair, it was a very good run. And that's where we got to be careful. Already a couple chances coming towards Hoffenheim. Didn't help that Witsel was off the field when it happened. He picked up a nasty bruise. But it took 2 passes for Dortmund to break, and break quick. And honestly, yeah, Gio should do a little bit better. Yeah, we'll have to see. We had somebody ask, what is my thoughts on Ronaldo to United? I think it's the first domino to fall. I don't know. I'm assuming maybe Juve will go for Icardi now. They've always wanted him. And PSG will then probably go for somebody, depending if Mbappe leaves. There's a lot of strikers. It looks like Kane is staying. I really do think Holland and Lewandowski are staying too. But I think Icardi could be on the move. Maybe Mbappe on the move. We obviously saw that Ronaldo is now joining, which means Cavani could be on the move. Maybe Cavani goes to Juve instead. I don't know, man. We're going to have to see. I'm just praying that that we'll be able to hold on to our boy Holland here. Hoffenheim's a pretty gritty team. You were spot on. They are a gritty team. They're a tough team. They're a tough team to break. The thing I do like, though, is that they are lined up in the 4-2-3-1, which I think will play better for our 4-1-2-1-2. But we'll have to see. Bro, I'm on Sportsnet, $30 a month, and it's not letting me watch the game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got this because of the producer team. Sportsnet Now Plus. But it's been a bit of a 5 minutes in, man. It's been a bit of a shaky start for Dortmund. I'd like to see them calm this thing down just a touch. And also for you guys who, don't know, Witsel has been linked to leave, which is, crazy. I really hope that doesn't happen. Nathan says that I'm from the U.S., but I've been a Dortmund fan since the 90s. And then obviously, yeah, having Pulisic there and Gio there probably solidified your love as well. That's very cool, Nathan. Good to have you to the channel. Helps that, yeah, there's a nice little US connection there. It's a good ball. That's a beautiful ball. Holland, very well done. Keeper sweeper. Another yellow card's coming up for Hoffenheim, though. That's 2 early yellows. I have to take a look at this one. The elbow was pretty, oh, yeah, that's a tough challenge there. Jeez, on Dahoud, man. He got absolutely punted. Is it dirty? No, it's nothing more than a yellow, but Gio makes one mistake and he's American. They hate him. Typical. I don't think so. I support Dortmund since the 90s as well. Malen is struggling. You guys think that could have been a red? I think that would have been a little harsh. if that was a red. Nikki says, Joshua, answer. Answer what, my man? I missed a question from you? Who is Joshua? Is it me? Am I the Joshua? Joshua, come out. You guys are confusing me. That was a very hard challenge on Dahoud. But that's alright. Delaney for 5 mil. It's hard to understand these Witsel rumors. Why so cheap? Witsel would leave for so cheap because he is in his 30s. He's on an expiring contract. And he just came back from a horrible, horrible injury. So it's hard to evaluate. If we got 10 mil from Witsel, it technically is a good deal. However, I don't see how it's a win because I don't think we'd be able to replace Witsel's quality in time. Oh, they didn't let the free kick go there. No way it was a red. Yeah, I didn't think so too. But definitely a deserved yellow. That was a grueling challenge. And Hoffenheim has come out, honestly, pretty aggressive today. And looking at our midfield, you can kind of expect it. Like I said, I like seeing Dahoud being able to play the 6 because I think he's technically gifted enough to pull it off. But we lack a little bit of grit when we don't have a midfield with Witsel up in the 6 or even Chan up in the 6. But we do have a set piece coming in from Marco. It's a decent ball. Can Witsel save it? He can. But yeah, Malen has been quiet, but it's only 8 minutes in. It's going to take one opportunity. And there it was. It was a kanji, though. Josh, are you hoping for Delo to Dortmund personally? I really hope it happens. Yeah, I hope it happens on specific terms. If we can get him in on a loan with an option to buy, perfect. It's a perfect deal. You get him, you get to evaluate him, and you get to see if it's worth spending. Plus, we don't have enough money to actually purchase him this year. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I've called it 2 or 3 times. I'm expecting 2 signings. One on a loan, and one for probably 15 to 20 mil. On top of that, one of those 2 players needs to be able to play 2 different positions. So Delo doesn't really fit that, but, you know, it is what it is. There's a good chance there for a kanji, though, a little bit earlier. Baumann didn't really hold it as nicely as he wanted to. Jack says, Man City, PSG, who do you think is going to win? I think PSG. We're going to have to see how the front 3 work together, but I still think City needed to buy a striker, and I think that's a huge L for them not being able to do it. Nikki says, call him. And then you keep saying Joshua. I'm not sure what you're talking about, my man. You're confusing me. I like your stream is 1 second faster than your timer. Is it? That's good. Sometimes that ticker can be a little bit interesting. It can be a few seconds behind or a few seconds ahead. But 1 second behind, to me, that'd be perfect. Doesn't ruin anything, hopefully, for anybody. But yeah, I want to see Malen get a little bit more involved in today's match, guys. It's going to be important for his confidence to get the team going. Who is going to be the striker for Canada in the World Cup qualifiers? We'll play with 2 strikers in a 3-5-2. It will be Laren and it will be Jonathan David. It's a nice ball, though. Gio looking world class from the U.S. men's national team fan. Yeah, world class is a nice one, but Gio's non-existent. couple different opinions there. Honestly, I haven't really seen Malen play too much. Like, I've not noticed him too much in this game. Yeah, you think that Dortmund will top their Champions League group? They really should. If they don't, I think that'd be a pretty big L. But it does, for anyone who cares, looks like we are playing in the 4-1-2-1-2. It does look like Dahoud is playing deep in the 6 role. Bellingham and Gio just above him with Royce as the cam, and it looks like a 2-striker formation. A little scary sometimes, because we have not really seen Malen. I don't think Holland likes people getting in his space. I don't. But I do like Gio dropping back to pick up the ball. That was a really poor ball there. Tino's here. How you doing, my man? Really nice that DAZN offered a free month for returning. Nice, nice. DAZN here in Canada doesn't really give me too much except for Champions League. They don't have the... Pardon? And they got rid of Syria. And that sucked. Yeah. I just think I don't like about DAZN. Like, I mean, Champions League is enough to buy it because you need to watch it. Premier League's obviously nice as well. But they always constantly bring and lose stuff. I mean, they had beIN Sports stream. They lost it when I first signed up. They have Serie A. They just lost that. It's not consistent. I feel like if you lose Serie A, you should reduce your price. You just lost a top 5 league. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Playing out for the back. We see Mune on the ball. Does poorly twice. Not what we like to see. I can't help but notice Malen is very lazy and doesn't do anything. I mean, I think it's a little harsh to put it like that. It's a little harsh to put it like that. I wouldn't say... I just think he's trying to find his feet. What we just saw from Meunier isn't going to help his cause. Gave the ball away twice. Not ideal, but this is what Holland is good at doing. Holding up the space, getting the ball back, and allowing a break. Nicely done by Gio, and a beautiful switch. Poor ball in the end. I somehow appreciate the energy of this match. We need it. We need 3 points, man. Nothing but 3 points is good enough right now. And I'm not overly happy with the way we're playing. And Alex is making fair points about Malen's game. It's almost just like he looks a little lost out there. Doesn't know exactly what to do. You don't notice him pressing. You don't notice him backtracking. And he hasn't done too much in terms of the game. I don't know if this 2-striker formation is keen. Maybe try him out on one of the wings, but I do like the creativity we have in the middle. Seeing when Gio comes up alongside Royce, Guerrero getting in on the wings as well. Meunier's been a little rusty, but we got to be careful, man. He's coming back from COVID. It's expected that he's going to be a little rusty, but it is also solidifies the reason why we're looking at a player like Delo, man. Nice ball to Gio. Poor ball in the end there. But nicely pressed and won back. That's too tough of a ball. Meunier looks kind of slow. Like I said, guys, he is coming back from COVID. It is tough for him, but give him a little bit of time, man. Any BBB fans going to the Canada-US game in Nashville? I'm going. Joel, very jealous, very jealous. Bro, what's Rose doing? Play a 4-2-3-1, man. And that's what I said. I said this before the game. You have to be able to adjust on the fly. 14 minutes in, I don't love the start. I don't think it's much needed, but the key is to pick the correct timing to switch things up. Obviously, when a goal is scored and it's 1-0 Hoffenheim, for example, that's when you decide to switch it up. But a good manager, an intelligent manager, is able to recognize the pressure's coming. And is able to figure it out ahead of time. And right now, it doesn't overly look like Dortmund is creating a whole bunch. So, I mean, I would still play it out. I don't think it's a drastic need for a switch quite yet. They're doing well in the middle. They're finding space. Meunier's doing well down the flanks. That's got to be a foul. Oh my God, ref. Come on. That is poor. Gio should have released that ball a little quicker than that. But I do think that's a foul, man. That is annoying. L Tree is terrible. Well, Pete and Filippo would definitely agree. Oh, US 2, Canada 0. Come on, guys. Come on. Have you ever met any Borussia players? I have not. Well, I haven't met any current players. I've interviewed Patrick Omayela. I've interviewed Paul Lambert. So, got to interview a Champions League winner for Dortmund, which was pretty cool. And I've met Omayela, or I've seen Omayela a few times and interviewed him as well, doing stuff on Dortmund's Twitch as well as the channel here. But yeah, that was a really poor. That was poor for 2 reasons. That was a little poor from Gio because I think that he should have moved the ball a little bit quicker, and he also should have been a foul. Come on, Malen. Gotta do better than that. Joshua, tell me something. What would you like me to tell you, Nikki? Joshua Smooth, what are you saying? I keep seeing 2 to 3 things that keeps coming in. New sub. How are Dortmund so far? Heard Hoffenheim players should have had a red card so far. Well, I'm glad we have a new sub on the channel, guys. And if we have anyone who's new to the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as well and do exactly what our new sub here just did. Comment, say you're new, and welcome to the community, my man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was a very, very hard challenge on Dahoud. Some people are saying it's a red. I thought it was a yellow is fine. It would have been a really harsh red. But 16 minutes in, I don't love the look. I don't. We're playing in a 4-1-2-1-2. We're playing up against a 4-2-3-1. I think we're finding more space in the middle because a 4-2-3-1 allows a little bit more space with just 2 CDMs rather than a midfield 3. However, we still haven't created a whole bunch. And it's just kind of been a little bit of the same. I would like to see us maybe switch into a more balanced system, into like a 4-2-3-1 or something like that. Nikki says, yes, you came outside today. Yes, I have been outside. Cut the grass today, my man. I am new. Welcome, my man. Your facial expressions can't be more justified, Josh. When we bought 30 million right wing, while we've had the Freiburg transfer bugger and we're still a player. Yeah, this is my facial expression. Gio looks gassed already. So does Malen. I didn't really like the way that Malen wasn't, and yeah, and actually Max, I think, just pointed it out, man. I didn't like the fact that there was a chance for Malen to run down the defender there, try to create something, and he just wasn't able to do it. He just didn't put in a little bit of effort there. Kind of annoying, but Jack said I found your channel from the Messi when he left Barca. Well, I'm glad he did, Jax. Good having you here. My man. Fave term? Yeah. I have a few terms here on the channel. My guys is probably my favorite term, to be honest. Yeah, there is some comments in the chat, which is fair. Can Malen press? And you know what? I didn't want to grill him too much. But yeah, I didn't like that. You always run down the ball. You put pressure on the defenders. You don't just give up. And that's kind of what it looks like Malen's been doing so far. And it's harsh. It's a little thing, I know. But it's a simple thing. It's part of being part of the squad. Running your balls down, going after the defender, pressing with authority. And he just kind of, I don't know. I don't like this 2-striker formation. I really don't. I hope Marco Rosa switches it up. And I've said it 2-3 times. A good manager recognizes when things aren't working and make a decision before it's too late. And guess what? Knowing the way that we've been going, if Hoffenheim scores first away from home, I'm nervous, and I don't like that. But Samuel had just subscribed to the channel. Samuel, thank you for the sub, my man. I did it again. There you go. My guy, my friend. Nicely done there. So there, Malen heard us and just shut us up, because that was some good pressing, and he drew a yellow. So there you go. There you go, guys. That's more what we're talking about. That was perfect from Malen, man. Did not give up. Won the ball back. Was able to go, and he drew a foul there. Beautifully. That's exactly what we want to see, man. Exactly what you want to see. That's him getting more into the game. And he just drew a yellow card. That's 3 yellow cards for Hoffenheim now, man. That is good. It sets up us nicely. If you guys didn't notice, Hoffenheim has been bossing us a little bit in terms of their aggressiveness. They're going to have a huge toll out of that now, considering they got 3 yellow cards. Guerrero has a good ball in the box. Does well by Meunier. Awful attempt in the end. He did well to bring it down, but I think that was a bit of a swing and a miss. Nikki says, I'm at 28. You live in a 20. I don't know what that means. That's a poor ball. I hope Malen finally gets his first goal. I hope so as well, man. Our CDMs are very coward with the ball forcing CBs. It's the issue with not having a true 6 in the squad, guys. The big issue and why I think it'd be wrong to let Witsel go is Witsel is a 6. And in my opinion, he's a much more trustworthy 6, a trustworthy CDM than Emre Can is. We already let Delaney go, who I, again, would trust more than Emre Can. But if Witsel goes too, their only true CDM is Emre Can, with Dahoud being able to play there every once in a while. But for me, Dahoud's better a little further up the pitch. Say hey, ya, Bay for Bay. Hey, I'll always say, hey, Bay. Nicely done. Guerrero's getting involved in the play as well, man. He's doing his famous shift into midfield. Nikki, why do you keep calling me a fool? What did I do to you? You keep saying you're a 2'8", or I'm a 2'8", and then you just called me a fool. I don't understand. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Joshua, you called me here. I don't understand what you're saying to me. It's okay. We have a corner kick coming up. I'm a fool. It's all good. Did Malen touch the ball? He did. He's had a couple touches. It's a decent ball. That was a very good delivery there from Gio. Should have done better in the end. Do you think we're playing better under Fabra? No. I hated how we played under Lucien Fabra. The only time I enjoyed it was in his first season when we played in a 4-2-3-1. I did not like him in his second season or in his little bit of his other one, but oh, that's a good ball. We love you, Josh. Ignore the spammers. Well, I'm glad. It's okay. He says he's not talking to me, so you know what? It's all right. Hummels is not healthy. Do you ever do a stream without a hat? Every once in a while. For the most part, no. There's been a few of you guys who've probably seen me do it without one. I don't know. I have long hair. I just feel like I look like younger when I don't have the hat on. Gotta show the BBB love. But I have done some streams without a hat on, so I'm assuming OC might have been one of the guys to see it. I have long hair. My hair goes down to like my eyebrows, so look like a knockoff old Justin Bieber, so it's fine. I like the hat. We don't need wingers, do we? We need a winger. Yes, we do. Gio or Jude? In terms of what? Quality? How they're performing? Who would start? Remember Peter Stoger? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But yeah, I am really enjoying it. It's the difference of having someone like Guerrero in the team. It's a lot of fun. The talented thing about a fullback like Guerrero is his ability to go up the pitch and have fun going into the midfield. Bring back the bandana. He's so technically gifted. He's such a fun asset to have in the middle. But watch him right now. He does a pass and he gets into the play. And this is something that Nico Schultz doesn't know how to do. It's something going on other flanks. Both Meunier and Paslak don't know how to do. Guerrero is so incredibly talented at getting involved in the play. It's a reason that he is one of the best fullbacks in the world. One of the best wingbacks for sure. But you watch. Keep an eye on Guerrero, guys, when he has the ball. You watch his first pass and you watch his movement off the ball. He'll make a play and he'll get involved. And that is why he puts up numbers like, honestly, no other fullback you got to know except for maybe Hakimi. Oh yeah, the bandana. The bandana was nice. If you could choose only one on quality. Gio has more technically ability, but Jude is an old school footballer with new school athleticism. That's a good way of putting it. I'd probably pick Bellingham because we have players similar to Gio. That's a beautiful little touch there from Malen. But honestly, I think both of them deserve to be in the starting 11 right now, and that's why they are. But my ideal system right now is going back to a 4-3-2-1. It is. I want to see Gio and Royce as your floating cams. I want Witsel back up in the midfield, or even Chan with Bellingham and Dahoud. I think a 3-man midfield would sort out a lot of things. But we need some bodies to come back in. Without Tigges or Paslaks, we are just average. Arguably, you could say we're better without them, but Malen is getting in the way of Holland. He is, and that's where I want Marco Rosa to potentially go to the 4-2-3-1. I do. Malen is looking average. We'll have to see. He's on the ball right now. He had a good little ball there to Gio. I want to see him get pushed out to the wing. I think that's nicely done there by Malen. Very nicely done. Oh. Come on. That's a little bit more positive there from Malen, guys. It was. They're going to do a VAR check. If this is a penalty, You give that to Malen, man. You give that to Malen. Look at that. That's a little bit calm. That's what this guy can do. Composure, fighting up some opportunity away. Oh yeah, that's a foul. Come on. It's got to be a foul. That other camera, the one camera angle made it look like it was. Malen plays like a 5 million signing. Is that a pen? I don't know. They might check it out. It'd be a little harsh, I think, but Angie says, "See ya." Don't injure Royce. It's a pen. Oh, that's annoying. But that was better from Malen. I want to take anything away from that. That was better from Malen. And that's a beautiful ball there from Meunier. Finds Gio. Royce. It's better, though. Angie says, I don't see a penalty. He broke his ankle. Lucas here says, maybe Rosa is playing without wingers because he wants to avoid our dead wingers from last season. Brandt, Hazard, injured. That's not a bad idea. And you guys heard me say it the most. Every time we played with a 4-2-3-1 with Royce, Sancho, and Reyna or Brandt, there was a dead winger. There was someone who just was not into it. When we switched to the 4-3-2-1, it was a stroke of genius from Edin Terzic. Stroke of genius from Edin Terzic. And I think that's what we need to do. But I think he was skeptical to go 4-2-3-1 without Hazard. But yeah, no, I definitely take your point. And you have the risk. If you play in a 4-2-3-1 today, you have Royce, Gio, Malen. 2 of the 3 would have to be on the wings. But I think Malen could maybe do that job. Considering what he just created there. Am I the only one who's sad about Delaney leaving? No, I'm more nervous than sad. I mean, he's 29. I would have liked to keep him for another year. I'd be nervous the fact that he's maybe leaving as well as Witsel. Because we lack money, and you're getting nothing for these players. You just sold Delaney for 6 mil, and somehow maybe get 10 for Witsel. It's still not a lot of money. You're not going to find a young, talented player to fit in Dortmund's profile that will come in and do a job. Which just makes me so nervous, man. Just tuned in. How are we looking so far? More positive. Guerrero, I've seen a lot of good things coming from him. He just leans another corner kick coming up. I really like what Guerrero does, and I've told you guys to keep an eye on him. When he's quiet and on the ball, and he looks for a pass, watch him and watch his movements, because he creates so much. Just tuned in. Yeah, we're not looking too good. Hey Josh, do you think BBB is good in the Champions League or not? I think our goal should be about quarters, and that's probably what we should hope for, but it'll depend, man. It's always a wide open competition. But this isn't good. This is a massive counter. Marco Reus is back defending. And Marco Reus with the composure on the defensive side of the game. You love to see it. Our skipper, that's what I'm talking about. That's better. Witsel ends up leaving, we're in trouble. I agree. Because we don't have the ability to properly replace him. My second favorite team, probably my local team, TFC. So I actually get to watch them. Malen with a nice ball there. Finds Guerrero. Who then's going for the return ball to Holland. That's better, that's better. Royce, our star defender. Hey, I liked it, man. I liked it. You guys are just tuning in, though, man. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Say hello in the chat. Royce is our new number 6. Yeah, kill, man. PSG are looking at Holland. And I'm not going to lie. The fact that he's playing today makes me a little bit more comfortable. Because it tells me that the deal is nowhere near being done. But obviously, because they haven't sold Mbappe by any stretch. But I still think it's a whole bunch of BS. I don't think he's going to leave. But that was better there, man. That was better from Malen. It was a nice switch to find Guerrero. Led to a good chance. 30 minutes in, though, I still would like to see a goal. What do you guys think of the 4-1-2-1-2? Because for sure, it's being played better today than against Freiburg. For sure, we've had and created better chances. I still think the 2-striker is really hurting Holland's game, which is just not what you want. I think Guerrero makes this formation doable. Meunier, he's had space, but he hasn't been able to do much with it. As I say that, he just created some space for himself. And this is where he's different than Guerrero. Going back, negative football. And he's got no options. And that's what you don't like. Guerrero would have been able to hopefully find something there. But, and then you get Hoffenheim standing still and defending a little bit easier. You got to hit harder on the break. And then watch Guerrero, guys. On the ball. That was a poor pass. That was a poor pass. But we've been dominating possession, man. We honestly have been dominating the game. It just, the chances haven't been created to the effect that we were hoping for. Nice little pitching wedge to Guerrero. Always trying to make runs. Always trying to find movement. Look at him drift in the midfield. Just a clever player, man. I missed having him. That's better from Malen. At least he's trying to press down there. Malen has done much better so far. Joel, I agree. I thought the first 15 minutes, yeah, I think the word lazy was fair. He wasn't pressing well. He was just looking a little lost. We've seen more movement from him, which I liked. But I think he has the attributes to play on the wings. What do you guys think? Would you give Malen a rep on the wing? It's a decent ball there from Meunier. Found Gio too. I think Borussia Dortmund should go into the 4-5-1. I'm assuming you mean 4-2-3-1. Is that what you meant, Jack? What are you saying? You mean like an actual three midfields? A 4-5-1 would be an interesting formation. I don't think we have the personnel to play it, considering we have a lot of attacking, like pure attacking midfielders. Where are you watching the match? I'm watching on Sportsnet Now Plus. But yes, I do think we need wingers, man. Oh, Malen. That's got to be a foul. Attaboy. Malen does well there. Josh, is Hazard injured? He is. He got injured in the Frankfurt game, which sucks. Because we started off in a 4-2-3-1. Should be Holland up front, Malen out wide. I agree. I think, I really hope that Marco Rosa can show that he's going to be adaptable. Because that's something that Lucien Favre drove us crazy about. He never switched it up. Oh, that was gorgeous. Oh, that would have been a pretty goal, man. It was just a little too heavy from Holland, but it was the right idea. It was a good ball from Akanji. Just a depth little touch there. But, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. If we don't get on form with this formation right now, we have to experiment with Malen on the wing. G-Cam, I agree. It's new signing, or nah. I think we'll have a new signing, yes. What is the ball possession? Last time I checked, I believe it's like 65-35 for Dortmund. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see Malen on the wing. And if you're looking at it right now, guys, it does look like Malen is way up on the left-hand side. I don't know if he's just dropping in there to try to create a little bit of space, but there, come on. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Meunier was wide open. Dude, that was very poor. Very, very poor. We can't lose at home against Hoffenheim. Good lord. Douglas, you're spot on, man. And I don't We've created a lot, man. We've created a lot. We've had our chances. We just haven't been able to take them. It still looks awkward. It's kind of the word. It's kind of the word I want to use. It looks a little awkward because players are clearly annoyed. You ask Holland, I think he'd say, man, get Malen on the wing. Get him away from me. Oh, but Malen does pretty well there, to be honest. Guerrero going for a switch, finding Malen. Ah, beautiful header there from Holland to find Royce. Oh. Hello, I'm a new sub. I have been a Dortmund fan for a long time and couldn't watch them, but now I can. Trent, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you subscribing. Anybody else who's also new subs, like I say, do exactly what Trent do. Give a nice little comment. Say you're new around here, because I appreciate the sub and joining the community, my man. Good to have you here. I'm wondering, where are you watching from, Trent? You watching from ESPN, Canada? How are you watching the game? Usually in Canada, Sportsnet picked it up, which is nice. So that's how I'm able to watch the games now. But that was a good chance. Oh, Oh, that might be a yellow card. Yep. Yellow card to Dahoud. Not a player you want to have it. He's not had a great game so far. He's been a little bit sloppy, to be honest. Zagadou still in BBB. Yeah, Zagadou is still a BBB. JJD TV fan says, I am new. Welcome, my guy. Welcome. I'm glad you're a fan of JJD TV. But I'm not happy that Dahoud just picked up a yellow. Because I just don't think he's been Dahoud is a fair assumption to say. I don't know. He looks a little off to me. Something's going on, man. He's so good usually on the ball. His long range passing. He controls the tempo at we play. And in the last few games, it's so hard to watch. It just looks like something's off. And now he's playing deeper than I would like him to. And now he just picked up a yellow, which is going to affect his game a little bit more. I wish you could pick Borussia formations. Trent's watching from ESPN. That's beautiful. Just subbed, new here. I can't stand ESPN. I refuse to watch them. Would love to see the Bundesliga go back to Fox. Interesting, Douglas. Interesting. I appreciate the sub. Welcome to the channel. Interesting to hear on ESPN Plus, and you'd prefer it on Fox. I know I know there's a bit of a split with people who do like ESPN. It feels like they carry everything. Obviously, I'm in Canada, so it doesn't really matter. But to me, it seems like they carry everything. But yeah, like I said, I'm watching it in Canada on Sportsnet, so I'm not complaining. We were never able to watch the Bundesliga, but nice ball, Malen. Oh, come on. Hi, JJD TV. Hello, my friend. How are you doing today? OC saying penalty. Doesn't look like it. Loan in Timo Werner when Holland leaves next season. I don't know, man. I don't know. Malen did decently there. There was a couple of shouts for a penalty. ESPN is good with Owa and Keller. Here comes Hoffenheim on the break, though. Dahoud's got to be very, very careful. That's what I don't like. When you play with... Oh, no. Nice save from Kobel. Very well done. And then it finds Holland, who has complete control in the air to kick it over to Royce. To Malen. That was a beautiful save by Kobel. Come on, Malen. This is your opportunity. Oh. Come on. Gio is being overhyped. Ooh, that's an interesting comment. What were you saying? Gio is being overhyped and Brandt isn't giving an equal chance. You guys know I have bias. Not that I love Gio a lot more than Brandt. I just don't rate Brandt too highly. I don't think he's made an impact on this team whatsoever. But I do agree that he's not getting his fair share of looks. But it's because usually when he does, he just doesn't, I don't know, he just doesn't make an impact on the game. But to be fair to him, like I always say, he always gets played out of position. So what can you do? But that was an excellent save by Gregor Kobel, man. And that's the difference of having someone in between the sticks who can come up and make a save. He just made me love him even more because those are the kind of opportunities where Berkey let one in. Oh, that's a little bit better from Malen. Man. That was a hard shot. It was a little snapshot at it. But take a look at there. That was nice, man. Look at the confidence. That's what I like to see. Why not take one on from there? That was a tough shot. I think Malen's really grown his way into this game, man. We were hard on him at the beginning. We were. Max, you had a great point, though. And you weren't wrong talking about his pressing at the beginning of the game. But I think Malen understood what Max was saying. Because he's looked a lot better towards his second half, or to the end of this first half here. Brandt showed flashes of brilliance, but you're right, he never plays his preferred position. Yeah, that's fair. And again, I am a little harsh on Brandt, but it just seems unfair because he doesn't get his chances. When he does, he plays out of position. He never gains confidence. Oh, that's got to be a foul. Is that going to be yellow for Bellingham? Josh, you watch Letterkenny. I do. I am Canadian. But it's showing the save one more time. And a really, really strong leg from Gregor Kobel. Our keeper, man. Our keeper. Josh, why don't you let your beard grow? I think it looks good on you. I appreciate that, Jack. A lot of people say that. Producer T offered me a few $100 I think even more than that. I don't remember what he offered me. He offered me like, I think $500 or something to do the Hairy Man challenge. Is that what it was? To grow my hair out for a year and grow my beard out for a year. He offered me $500, but
You're not allowed to shave anything for a year.
I'm not allowed to shave anything. So I would be a hairy beast. I turned him down. That's good defending there, though, man. Very good defending. Gio creates a little bit of space and finds Malen. Let's see this speed. It's a poor touch. It's good work. It's good work, but it was a poor touch. Malen needs to work on his first touch. Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough one. But yeah, USA fans overhype Gio. The rest of the world thinks he's I don't know. I do rate Gio a lot. I do, and I think he shows sparkles of what's to come. And I think he's deservingly being in the starting 11. I think he showed a lot of positivity in the opening games this year. In the way that we're playing, yeah. I mean, Gio is expected to step up. Possession is 70-30 right now. We've created, and that's a nice ball. That's a nice ball there from Gio, as long as Meunier can get it. It's a terrible touch, but he does keep it in. Three minutes till halftime, man. I would like one before halftime. It would be perfect timing, man. Got a United fan coming in saying glory, glory. Nice touch by Bellingham. Look at the movement. But Haaland's just having a game. Frustrating, man. He's gonna punt somebody soon if this man can't get a goal. He just looks restricted as a dual striker, and I just don't think it goes to Haaland's character. He needs to have that lone role. He needs to play in a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3. It's the 4-3-2-1. It does look like Malen is drifting a little bit more over to the left-hand side, though, which is kind of nice. Dahoud does very well. Does get a shot from distance, gets a corner. We need that left back. Get rid of Witsel and Meunier because they're not good enough. Or we need that right back. Yeah, I would like Delo. I would. I like how Dortmund are using the sides. They are. They are, man. From what I've noticed, and let me know if you guys think so, Malen has drifted out to the left-hand side a lot. Now, I can't tell because I haven't noticed someone specifically on the right-hand side, so I don't know if they switched up the shape at all. But we do have a corner kick coming in here from Gio. He's had a couple nice ones earlier. This is a long one. Our defender Royce is on it, though. Once again. To Dahoud. Minute left until oh, that's almost a good ball. Almost a good ball, but Gio does well to keep it in. Yep. I think there's a bit of a change in shape, guys. Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think there's a change in shape? I haven't noticed. Or actually, you know what? I bet you we might have switched into a 4-2-3-1. It looks like Royce is playing as the right attacking mid, Malen at the left attacking mid, Gio through the middle, and Haaland as the striker. Well done. Well done. Where can I watch this game? I'm watching on Sportsnet Now Plus. I think Dortmund needs a new midfielder. If Witsel leaves, we 1000% do. But I don't think that's the biggest area. I think we need a traditional winger. I think we need a right back, and we need a center back. So, I've spoken many a times. And here comes Malen. I like the pace on him. Oh, so he fluffed it, but you know what? It works. Give it back to Malen. No! It's better from him, but his first touch is off. It is better. It was a terrible pass, but it worked. Look at that fluff. It's still... He made a good run, though, but... actually, to be fair, that wasn't Malen's touch. That wasn't Malen's touch. Watch it again in the replay. The Hoffenheim defender did get there. But it's the right movements. And you know what? It might even be a fourth... No, it's not. It can't be. Yeah, I do think we switched up the shape a little bit. I'm just having a bit of trouble trying to figure it out. Because look how wide Malen is, man. It does look like Royce on the right, Malen left, Haaland through the middle. Or we're just not playing with a right winger, man. I don't know. It's a good ball to Guerrero. He's got Malen with him. All right, Malen, let's see how your touch is doing, my man. Does well. Does better. But then I see Royce. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even tell what the shape is. I think they're just I think Holland's just tossing Malen out wide, and we're still playing with cams. Malen as a winger may be better. I think so. What do you think about Eriksson from Salzburg? Incredible young player. Will more than likely go to Leipzig. I don't think Leipzig will let him go to Dortmund if that's where you were going with that. But I think he will get a move to Leipzig sooner rather than later. This formation doesn't work, period. Yeah, the only thing I've noticed so far with the system is that Malen is going out to the left-hand side. But a system doesn't make a lot of sense. But then in this situation, I do see Malen back up front. I do still think it is a 4-1-2-1-2. I just think for that brief spell, we were just playing all down the left-hand side. And there is halftime. A little bit frustrating, guys. A little bit frustrating. Head over to the chat. If you guys are just tuning in with us, be sure to drop a like. We're at 106 likes. You guys are nailing it. And yeah, let's get into some halftime pep talks here. Let's go back up the chat. Get a right winger and our problems will be solved. Yeah. It'll depend on who, man. It'll depend on the money. It'll depend on who we can bring in. But I do think we're in need of a winger. True, but Josh, he has a long way to go. Malen as a winger could be better. Screw Malen, get Hoppy. Can't really screw Malen. We need him now, but I don't think we will be able to get Hoppy any stretch of the word. Royce is playing deep. He is. We look so disorganized. And that is true. That is true. We do look disorganized. I do think that we look better in the Freiburg game. I think we're creating more. I think we have better space. I think if we're playing a 4-1-2-1-2, we are moving more out to the wings. But it's tricky. It is genuinely tricky to understand what exactly we're doing. I don't know if there's any activity we should do from the bench. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Give Brandt a chance. Would you guys give Brandt a chance? I don't know. All right, let's get back to the comments. See what you guys are saying. What an awful first half. Unlucky, Josh. We had so many chances. We did, and that's one positive thing to take away, but we have to take all 3 points. We've got to control the midfield, but man, the boys need to put on their shooting boots. Yeah, first touches have been interesting too. Gio's corners look better, not going to lie, from last week. You're spot on. I do enjoy that. George Raid, how you doing, my friend? Bayern fan tuning in. Dortmund should buy Fred. I can't tell if you're joking or you're serious. Dortmund dominated. They did. This has been a better performance. Let's not get carried away. I know we haven't scored. This has been a much better performance than the Freiburg game, for sure. Super Swedes here says we can't afford to drop points like this early. Bayern are already on the move. Yeah, nothing but 3 points is good enough. Knauf is a winger too. He played against Stuttgart and Man City. He did, but not enough experience, guys. Not enough experience. I think we need to go into the transfer market, man. We're simply not the team whenever Hazard is injured. He killed it last year and he's killing us this year. Yeah. Josh, do you know Troops from AFTV? I do. Why? Did he do something? Let me know. I don't know. I can see Malen's first Bundesliga goal coming. I'm praying, man. JJD TV fan says hi. Hello. How you doing? Josh, say hi, please. Hi, Dream IQ. Someone told me to bet 3.5 goals. Not looking good. Bill McDonald. It is not looking good. I think we should expect goals. We're on a 34-game goal streak, just FYI. I enjoyed Malen in this half, probably the most creative player on the pitch. Yeah, he had a really slow start to this match, but he turned it around quickly. Watching gives me a headache. Why is it every time Gio has the ball, Malen is open, he never passes it? See, I noticed when Gio had the ball this half, he held on to it a second too early. I saw Mune open a few times. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Malen has had a good chunk of the ball. 4-2-3-1, Holland as a lone striker where he shines. I agree. Toss our boy Malen on the left because that's kind of where he's been playing. And then I guess put one of Gio or Royce on the right. What changes would I make? Looking at our bench, I don't think I'd go off the bench at all. Like I wouldn't want to bring on Wolf, Renier, Mukuku. No, I don't like our bench. At some point, maybe later on, bring on Brandt, bring on Mukuku, and then probably Renier. The only thing would be a system switch, man. I would go to a 4-2-3-1. I would ask one of Gio or Royce who wants to play on the right. Because I like Malen on the left. And more than likely, Marco would step up. Marco would play as the right attacking mid, Gio as the cant, and then Malen on the left, Holland as striker. That is the change I would do. Because right now, there's times where we're creating stuff, it just we haven't taken our chances. I think Fred and Phil Jones would help your team. I mean, I wouldn't mind Fred, just not the position we need to strengthen, and I don't want Phil Jones, period. Prime Lewandowski or future Holland? That's tough. I respect Prime Lewandowski. Holland needs to step up, and he needs to start with a game like this. I'm not going to go through the whole player ratings, guys, but I do want to get a couple of your guys' opinion. So 1 to 10, guys. 1 to 10 on Malen. Give me your guys' rating on him. I am very curious because he had a slow start, but I thought he turned it right around. I said Dortmund winning 2-1. BRB, Josh, see you soon. We'll end the game 5-0. They played 11 men behind the ball. Yeah. Let's spam BBB. We need wingers. Playing a dangerous game there. But this is a good comment. We are toothless most of the time, and we've created a lot. Look at some of these stats you guys are putting up in here. 71% to 29% possession. Shots are 10 to 2. That tells me a lack of quality in terms of finishing. The right-hand side has looked atrocious. The left-hand side has looked positive. So arguably, like I said, 4-2-3-1, Malen as a left attacking mid, play up the left-hand side. Play to your strengths. Get Guerrero involved, get Malen involved. It's going to take the ball away from one of, I'm assuming it would be Royce, moved out to the right-hand side. But noticing it, they're both going to come to the middle. What's your thoughts on the Ronaldo to United transfer? Interesting is, I guess, my number one. But, I think 4-2-3-1 is the answer. I do as well. Who will win? TFC or CF Montreal? If I'm a betting man, I'm going to go for Montreal. And, I mean, TFC are my boys, but they're not. This is a season to forget. All right, here's your guys' Malen ratings. It was the main one I'm curious about. So let's take a look. We got 7, 6, 8. So there's a high one there. An 8 out of 10 rating for Malen. We got a Passac 2.5, an interesting rating. Very interesting. Peter says a 4. 8.25, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 7, 6, a fair 5. JJD TV fan says 2. We got a 5. There's been a couple outliers at the 2 to 3 mark, and then we've had a couple 8s. So, I mean, honestly, the average to me looks like a 6, 6.5. TTB Squad says Dortmund are fine so far, but they need to keep drawing and losing. They're not going to be good when they face Wolfsburg, Bayern, and teams like Leipzig. Yeah, there's nothing but 3 points today will do. Nothing but 3 points a day will do. And I'm nervous to see where this is going to go. 6, his first touch needs to be better, and I think that's fair. Yeah, I'd probably give him a 6.5 to 7. Who's playing keeper? Gregor Kobel. And you know what? He made a very crucial save. And like I said, going back to last season, those are the type of opportunities that the other team used to take against Berkey. Don't want to take any shots at Berkey. Don't want to kick you while you're down. But in reality, that's an opportunity. Hoffenheim takes that. We're down by 1. Kobel came up clutch. There's no reason we should be losing. And if things would have went differently, we could have been. Joshy, is Meunier playing the ball defensively when he's in attacking position? Or why is... Yeah, I pointed that out as well. You watch Guerrero go up the pitch, it's always attacking runs, it's always attacking movement. He makes a look, he makes a pass, he makes an opportunity to create something. Meunier just doesn't do that. He gets up the pitch fine, and then he backtracks. And it takes all the thing when going at a team in transition is that you catch them moving. It makes things a little bit more difficult to defend. The main issue with Meunier when doing that is he's coming at the Hoffenheim defenders. You got them on the move. You don't have that IQ to find the proper pass or the ability to take a player on, and then you backtrack. And then what do? You allow Hoffenheim to set, they get their players in position, and then you basically pass the ball around. It's not proactive football. Guerrero, different. You let him on the run, no way he's crawling. He will take on the player and make the risk of whether he's successful or not, or he'll pick out a pass. And that is the difference between going up our left-hand side and our right-hand side in the first half here. And it's honestly, it's something that's been consistent. Josh, to be honest, this game is not looking good. I take your point, Luca, but in defense, I guess, this game looks 10 times better than the Freiburg game. That game was disgusting. If we go to the 4-2-3-1, who do you want as the sixes? There's only realistic options. Unless you bring on Papadopoulos, which I don't think you would, to go into like a 3-4-2-1. It's Bellingham and Dahoud as the two sixes. You have Gio as your cam, Royce as your right attacking mid, Malen as your left attacking mid, and Holland as your striker. 4-2-3-1 is what I would do. But we'll have to see. Zorgenwatzel messed up this year. No dead wood sold. There's still a chance we could flip Berkey and Wolf. But yep, I think everyone is under the same mindset. We need a change of formation. Even Nicolas Sula, unofficial, said Dortmund should use a 4-2-3-1. I think it's obvious. Writing's on the wall. Will Rosa do it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Josh, how can we miss so many chances? Come on, Malen and Royce. If anything, man, let's just hope that they can take some of these chances. Because they're creating. It's just like I said, they need to play proactive football. And that's why we saw it last year. You never went up the right-hand side. Meunier going on his runs, getting in position, catching potentially the defense by surprise, and then stopping flat-footed and then turning the ball the other way. Completely breaks up anything you were about to create there. And Guerrero will not do that. Guerrero will take players on. He will create chances. And that is why you saw last year and now this year playing up that left-hand side. Dahoud's yellow card's a ticking time bomb. That is fair. Why is Meunier crossing to find Gio? Gio's tall. He found it. It was a decent one. Bothered me we could have gotten to the end line and brought all the way back to the defense. That's how Meunier does it, man. That's how Meunier does it. Tyrone is tuned in, says, all right, I'm home. Let me see what is going on. Tyrone, how you doing, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, we've dominated from start to finish. We have a ton of the ball, over 70% possession. Shots are 10-2. Guerrero's at 55 touches. Meunier's at 50. Witzel 45. Dahoud 48. And Akanji at 52. So we've honestly just dominated them. We just haven't had our finishing boots on. And Meunier was very negative in his approach. Delo would be a huge option at right back for Dortmund if we're able to pull that off. Josh Royce is the GOAT. Was watching some of his goals. Nostalgia is hitting me hard right now. Well, good, my man. Hopefully he can put one in the back of the net. If Royce is going to tire, do you think Zorc will keep him or give him back to Gladbach? I think Royce will finish his career at Dortmund. That's my opinion. Freiburg game was horrible. This is better, but not good enough. I think that's a fair statement. I think, again, I thought Malen was very proactive in this game. I think hopefully he'll just keep getting better in the second half. Jack says if we go to a 4-3-3, we have no wingers. It's not a good formation for us. It's not, but something we could do, which this absolutely will not happen, but we could bring off. You have to bring off probably Gio you'd have to bring off Gio. Trying to take a look at it. Yeah, it's a diamond. If you brought off Gio and you brought on Papadopoulos, you can move Witzel up and you could go to the 4-3-2-1. Papadopoulos and Akanji would be your 2 center backs. You'd have Witsel, Bellingham, and Dahoud as your 3 midfielders, and then your 2 attacking midfielders, Malen, Royce, and Holland up front. But that will never happen. More than likely, it's just an internal switch in shape. Man, give Malen some time. Yeah, I thought he was good. Man. We need Brandt ASAP. I don't agree with that. But I would maybe bring on Papadopoulos, man. Move Witsel up. Why not? That's what I would maybe do. Only if we had Sancho. Yeah. We're at 124 likes though, guys. Before we get going in the second half, drop a like, pump us up to 130. 130 likes before second half gets going. And if you're new around here, drop a sub and say hello. I'm hearing a couple people in the chat saying Malen's a flop, and I just think it's unfair. I thought he was more influential in this first half than arguably anybody else going forward. Tyrone says, man like Dahoud, you know. The chat still loving Dahoud these days. Dahoud's had a slow start, in my personal opinion. I thought he's been a little bit sloppy even in today's match. Yeah, I don't know. Considering that you are Canadian, can you speak French, Josh? I cannot. The school system failed me pretty miserably. I am so far gone from being able to speak a different language, it's not even funny. I probably know more Spanish than I do French. Sorry to my old French teacher. What is this? Brandt is better than Reyna. I disagree. I just don't know. I just don't think Brandt has proved anything whatsoever. And if you bring him on today's pitch in a 4-1-2-1-2, I mean, arguably, I guess he would play as an 8, so it would be a like for Gio. But yeah, I don't know. Man United fans are saying Sancho may be benched now. Well, that's just a shame. A lot of people said, well, why let him go? I don't know. Reyna is not good enough yet. He's too selfish. I think that's a little harsh. A couple times earlier in this match, he held onto the ball a little bit too long. And I agree. He should, 2 times I saw Moune wide open on the right-hand side. He took an extra touch and made a poor pass. And also, he made a couple poor passes through the midfield instead of going out wide. But I don't know. I think, again, it was just a little bit of annoying first half. Let's see if we can get better in the second half. But I'm assuming, looking at our bench, Brandt will come on at some point. Dahoud is a hit or miss. This season, yeah. Last season, once he broke in, he was a hit pretty much every game. But he's been slow. Malen is getting better in our team as time goes. It's just at a very slow rate. It takes one opportunity, man. It takes one opportunity. Let's see how it goes. Josh can't speak French, really? I can't speak French. I can't speak Spanish. I can only speak English. So, don't expect to say anything in a different language and have me understand it. But already, we gotta be careful on the opportunity because Hoffenheim have already got the ball. They did make a sub and a good option already, and header over the net. Where's Emery Chan? He picked up a muscle injury. Knauf and Mukuku should play more. Knauf isn't even on the bench. Mukuku is. I think him honestly playing as a sub is just hurting him, man. I would like to just see him get game time, but not at Dortmund because I just don't think he's at that level yet. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada is right. We got a corner kick coming up for Hoffenheim, though. Already on the back foot. Dangerous little opportunity there for Hoffenheim. Swings it in, but Kobel does well to punch that out. Kobel's a wall. But yeah, not a great start. But once again, Marco Reus playing as our center back. Was Sancho a free agent? He was not. We signed him for about 9 million and sold him for over 90. Man, that BBB tunnel is so iconic. Imagine standing in there. Yeah, anyone lucky enough to get that opportunity to go in the Dortmund tunnel? Because I have not. Here comes Hoffenheim though once again. I would like to get the ball but we just keep punting it back to them. Mexico roster is bad, very bad. I have not seen it. I need to take a look. I haven't took a look at any of the CONCACAF nations that come out yet, but give Mukuku some time in the youth team or the third Bundesliga. Yeah, I don't know if there's an age restriction with the U23s or we just don't want to put him down, but the kid needs to play. He's not going to start many games for us. Oh, that was a dangerous ball from Hoffenheim. Well defended. And now let's see how Dortmund can break. And it's just quite poor. Very slow start here. Meunier, what are you going to do with it? Found Dahoud. And there's what Dahoud is good at doing, creating space for himself. That was a very, very good little touch. And relax it down. Relax it down a little bit. I'm happy with Kobel so far this year. I am very happy, man. I am very happy with Kobel this year. I think he's a huge step up. There was some debate of whether he was the quality we were looking for. But knock on wood, right now, he's answered the bill. It's a nice ball. Guerrero and Royce. Bellingham. Gio. Yes! And there he is. The American steps up. There he is. Where's our U.S. men's national team, fans? Put in a flag for your boy. That's better. That is much, much better. And guess who starts it? Guerrero. Guess why he starts it? He didn't play non-proactive football. He made a beautiful pass to find Royce. A pass that only few fullbacks can make. It's not a tough one, but it's a good one. It's proactive football. It is what it is. A couple nice touches. Gio has the confidence to take it on. Perfect, composed finish. The U.S. men's national team fans would love that. Good hit there for Gio. Nice touch on the outside of the foot. Composed finish. And we didn't start out in that second half very nicely. But we found a way, man. And that is a good finish from a very talented young man. And Kobel loves it. That is so much better, man. That's so much better. But like I said, it comes from the left-hand side. It is Guerrero finding a sneaky pass to find Royce, who then finds another sneaky pass. And a couple nice touches, finds the boot of Gio Reyna to smash that in the back of the net. And again, I don't want to turn this into a negative thing, but when you look on that right-hand side, I don't know if that pass would have been made. Because it's what Guerrero does. He's got vision to be able to create things, to find space. And he did a very good job there. And a great finish from Gio. 1-0 for the boys. Drop a like, guys. Show some love for Gio. And drop a sub if you guys are new around here. The community liked that. Chelsea fan says he called it. And Guerrero does well with a good little header to once again find Gio. We have stuck to the 4-1-2-1-2. Announce Delo. I hope so. I'd like to have him, man. I'd like Delo. He would be an incredible signing. Loan option to buy. Put him right in that right hand side. I don't even care. But that's a nice ball from Bellingham as well. And Marco Royce loves it. Marco Rosa loves it. Kobel seems pretty positive and engaging with his shouts, whereas Berkey seemed shy and only yelled when he was criticizing. That's a good... I would say, Berkey to me didn't look overly quiet, but yes, when you saw him at his loudest is when... Honestly, he was at fault, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy with Kobel so far. I really am. I love the outlook. I love his style. A completely different style to a keeper than Berkey was. But Jose says, how is Gio playing? We had some criticism in the first... he had some criticism in the first half there, but he answered big. He had a beautiful touch on the outside of his foot to put it into a position where he could just take the hit on stride and a nice composed finish. And now our U.S. men's national team fans are fired right up. As am I. 1-0. That's what we needed. It's deserved. I mean, it's deserved. I know we've been sloppy from time to time, haven't taken our chances, but we've been the better team. Hello, Delo is Dortmund. I hope so. I hope so. I would love him to come in. Because I think he'd be so much better. So much better. He'd be better than Meunier on that side, man. Some criticism, LOL. Yeah. There's a lot of. I mean, I didn't give him too much. But in reality, oh, that's a good ball. But who is there? Anyone else but a sweeper keeper. I love this guy, man. I love this guy. Berkey, I mean, Hoffenheim probably could have scored 2 goals by now. How's Malen playing? I haven't minded his game. I think we gave him like a 6 out of 10. Marco Reus, just put him on CDM. The man is a tackling machine. Highest rated player probs is how he's playing. Yeah, Kobel's a weapon. Got some love coming in from Indonesia. Hugo asked how Malen is playing, and like a 6.5 out of 10 is kind of how we're doing. He had a very slow start, but I thought, oh, nice touch by Bellingham. I thought his second half of that first half was much better. Much better. He's been quiet in the opening 7 minutes here in the second half, but I'm hoping Malen can get one. I really hope Malen and Holland can get on the score sheet today. Yeah, Malen. Malen's been decent. He's been decent. He was quiet, and then he's picked it up a little bit. Sweeper keeper, though, man. I absolutely love Kobel. Kobel is the keeper we always dreamed of. We did, man. And that's the Dortmund risk versus reward I'm talking about. He wasn't the luxury choice. But a lot of people who came up to me and told me, Josh, I know that you're skeptical, but like I watched a lot of Stuttgart play last year. This kid's the real deal. And I was like, okay, well, maybe. Only time will tell. And yeah, opening this, it's a completely different complexion to what it was like having Berkey. It is. I feel so much more confident. Small chances like that, getting shut out because your keeper's got balls and he's good with his feet. And it comes down to IQ too, man. It's not easy having people rush in on you and having a ball bounce. You have to time it perfectly to 1, get connection with your foot, or 2, get connection with your head and not take a red card. It can be dangerous, and don't get me wrong, Kobel at one point will get probably caught, as every keeper does, and he will take a red. But if he can do it 1 in 50 times, I'm happy with that. Cristiano Ronaldo's home at United. He is. It's a nice story, man. I just can't wait to see Cavani give up that number 7 kit. Because if he wasn't gonna do it for Sancho, my man, you're gonna do it for Ronaldo. Royce better than Conte. A little love from Tyrone there. Kobel is playing against his former team, Hoffenheim, and against us already. I never expected him to be here. He is, but he's killing it. He's absolutely killing it. It's a good few performances so far from Kobel. I like him. I like him a lot. And like you guys probably remember, I was critical about him coming in. I didn't know if that was exactly what I was looking for. I got proven wrong so far. No foul given. Oh, it's a poor clearance though. Oh. That was a ping pong game going on right there. Don't think anything was going to come of that. Hoffenheim is still on the... Oh, I haven't even noticed Jakob Brun-Larsen, guys. You guys remember that he's playing today? I have not seen him at all today. But, I mean, again, they've only had 29% possession. Oh, that would have been a good opportunity to hit on the counter. Must be hard to be a BBB fan as a Canadian talking the love relationship with Bayern. It is. Good eye there, Jose. Yeah, I was a Dortmund fan my whole life, so I mean, it sucked that Davies went to Bayern because he made it awkward for me. But like I said, it was a good way of looking at it. Because I love, like I said, you want to know something about me? Dortmund, Bundesliga, Canadian men's national team. That's all you need to know. But when the U.S. men's national team is lining up against Canada, no love for Gio. And when Bayern's lining up against Dortmund, there's no love for Davies. Because don't get me wrong, I do love Alphonso Davies. He's an inspiration to a lot of different Canadians, and what he's done is incredible. But he plays for Bayern, man, so I can't wish him success when he plays us. Was Gio's goal nice? Yes, it was. He took the ball. It was a nice pass from Bellingham. He took it on stride, took it with the outside of his foot. He had it rolled into a shooting position, and then he just curled it past the keeper. It was a nice composed finish from Gio, one to be proud of. What's up with Haaland this year? My only... Oh, nicely done there by Marco Reus. My assumption right now with Haaland is that he isn't meant to play with a two-striker formation. I think Malen gets in his way a little bit. I think now Haaland is kind of overthinking things. We started out in a 4-2-3-1 against Frankfurt because Hazard was available. But since Hazard went down with injury, we went with the diamond, the 4-1-2-1-2, which allows him to play with Malen, and I don't think Haaland likes it. And he's been really quiet. Hasn't been playing to his strengths. Barca got Bayern. Who do you think is going to win? Bayern? Bayern are probably going to be comfortably... Oh, look at Jude Bellingham. Look at Jude Bellingham. Oh, he did well. He did well. How do you rate Canada and US World Cup rosters? Strong. I think, hopefully... I mean, US could probably walk away with 9 or 7, and in Canada, hopefully a goal at least 6, maybe 7 if they can get something from the States, but it'll depend. Here comes Malen with the ball, though. Does very nicely. A little confidence on Malen. That's a nice ball. Oh, finds Guerrero. That's better. That's better, man. Oh, ran into each other, Dahoud and Royce. Not nice. And now we're in trouble. Come on, Kobel, come out. Come out. Oh, Gregor Kobel. I love you. Oh, it was Kramaric, too. Literally the last man you wanted. That burnt Witzel pretty openly there. But, I mean, it came from Dahoud and Royce running into each other. And we have a keeper who knows how to make a save, man. Oh. Now that is our keeper. Gonna let it go up for a corner? He is. Yeah, Witzel was definitely exposed there. Oh, man. But it came from Dahoud and Royce running into each other. And the back four was just all over the place. Meunier couldn't catch. Witzel was slow. But what a save. From Kramaric. Kramaric did get a little bit of height, but he nailed it, man. That was a fair shot. And Gregor Kobel came up to play. I love it. I love it. Corner kick coming up for Hoffenheim. And I believe that was Erling Haaland. Kobel. Kobel. Guerrero does well there too. And punted upfield. Defensively, better be ready. Yeah. That's why we need to add some more depth, man. Witzel, like I said, the reason he can play center back is his football IQ is exceptional. Oh, Haaland, you gotta get there. His football IQ is exceptional, but he's far too slow. Far too slow to be able to play it as we wanted to, and it just got burnt there. But having a good footballing IQ can allow you to put yourself in position where you don't get burnt. But unfortunately, he wasn't expecting Dahoud and Royce to run into each other. So I don't want to put all of that on Witzel. I mean, what can you say? He doesn't have pace. So no surprise. We know that. It would have been an unfortunate goal. It really would have. No. Ah. That was a beautiful finish. But we've been quiet. We've been quiet in the last 5 minutes. That was a good goal. Guerrero lost his man. And then a composed finish. Ah! It was a good finish. It was. But poor marking from Guerrero, man. All that good work outdone by. An absolute rocket. That was a convincing finish. But that's what I praise Guerrero because I think he's one of the best attacking fullbacks you're going to find in world football. But he can be a defensive liability. And that was really poor marking. And Baumgartner just absolutely rifled that in. And now we got some work to do. So we'll probably make Hoffenheim sit back. But once again, all that good work. But now hopefully Guerrero's got a little bit between his teeth. You see the pass from Guerrero and you see the run he creates. That's poor from Malen. Yeah, that was a nice goal. It was a nice goal. 1-2s can burn Guerrero pretty quickly, and that's exactly. I mean, Guerrero was nowhere near where he needed to be defensively. It shows the weakness to his game, but it's a weakness we all knew was there. But what he just did there, very good pressing. Gotta get that ball. All right, guys, give me some subs. What are you guys thinking? Substitutions. Our bench, not that depth. You can argue Brandt, Mukuku, maybe Renier. But who do you take off? Oh, Brandt is getting ready. I bet you it's Gio. Or Malen. I don't want it to be Malen, but I bet you it might be Malen. It is Gio. All right, Gio picks up a goal, 62 minutes. Gio for Brandt, a straight swap. This happened to Guerrero a few times during the Euros as well. Yeah, but I know. And that's why Guerrero is best in a back three. And he openly says it. He is an attacking player with some defensive awareness. But when you get stuck in a system like this in a back four, and that kind of opportunity comes on, look at Holland. You gotta be better there, man. You can't run through people like that. But yeah, he'll be exposed, and he got exposed. But let's just hope he can find an opportunity later in the game, because, like I said, I've told you guys 4 or 5 times throughout the stream, watch Guerrero's movements. Any attacking fullback should be proud to move like this. Watch him look. Looks for an opportunity right now. He makes a pass, and then he makes a run. Very simple, I know. But not a lot do it. Usually on the break. That's how you reward a goal. Yeah, but I get it, but I would have done the same. Royce, you're not going to sub off. Holland, you're not going to sub off. I think Malen has been okay. It's a shame because Gio did have a very nice finish, but you can't take off Bellingham or Dahoud either. You don't have any coverage. So if you're making a sub, it had to be Malen or it had to be Gio, and they didn't want to lose any pace. Oh, come on, Holland. Damn. Nicely done. Wait, break that up, Witsel. Nicely done. Holland needs to step up. He does. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. You call it. Holland, man. What are you doing? Oh, he puts those in the back of the net all the time. He might have been offside anyways. Yeah, he was. He was. But still. ESPN commentary said, I can't think of a single Bundesliga player who has disappointed me more than Brandt. That's gutless. Arguably? Ooh, I mean, arguably, not... I mean, that's tough. I don't know. You guys know I haven't been impressed with Brandt since he come to Dortmund. I agree. I think what they're saying is pretty harsh and a little US bias, but I don't know. To me, that's the only substitution that made sense. If you would have took out Malen, you would have took out too much pace, and you weren't going to take off Royce. You aren't taking off Holland. If you get Brandt on the pitch, yeah, it has to be Gio. But Gio is gassed. Come on. Got a break coming. It's Brun Larson. Nicely done. All right, let's hit on the break here. Nicely done. Good passing. Take a look for Holland. Not quick enough. But you found Malen out wide. Come on, Malen. Oh, it was a good look. It was a good look. It was a good look, man. He's got confidence. And I like that. Did it go in? No. But you know what it tells me? That this kid is finding his groove a little bit. That was a good shot, man. That was going in the bottom corner. I have no problem with that. It was a good save. And it's going out for a corner. Yeah, I like that. Brandt taking the corner now. Comes in. Kanji. But tell me that Malen doesn't remind you of a winger, guys. That's a huge chance. But tell me that last play there. Malen coming from the left-hand side. He looked like when he picked the ball up, he was playing as a winger. I think he can do it. I think he's got the attributes to do that. That should have been in the back of the net, though, man. Ugh. Who is coaching Hoffenheim? They were playing some lovely football. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. Assuming you are. They're set up in a specific way. Tonis, he was the former Bayern 2 coach. He won the 3rd division with them, which was pretty impressive. They can get promoted because they're a second team. And then he got the Hoffenheim job. Had a poor season last year. They stuck a little faith with him, and I mean I think he's got 4 points from 2 games, and now we've got a point here. But I like what Dortmund's doing right now. Ran a little space. We got a new subscriber as well on the channel. I appreciate the sub, my man. If you guys are just tuning in, drop a like, drop a sub. I appreciate all the support. As we're in the 67th minute, and we need a goal. But I'm seeing a little bit of a. Oh, that's a poor ball. Jude! Let's go. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was a switch in momentum. And the 2 young boys we were talking about earlier are 2 teenagers, are 2 teenage sensations. Bellingham and Gio on the score sheet. What a finish. I think he hit that with his left too, man. Drop a like for your boy Bellingham. The young guns at it again. I want to see this replay. Guerrero had a ball that was an okay ball. It was just a little too deep. But I mean, poor defending. It fell right to Bellingham. He took a touch on his left. Through traffic. Through the legs. Oh, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. I don't think it touched his hand, but what a swift hit. That was a great goal. Especially because he hit it with his left. And he does the dive in front of the fans. I like it. Substitution coming in as well. Why did Gio get subbed off? It's one of those substitutions where there's no other option really. Like I said, you're not going to take off Haaland because it's Haaland. You're not going to take off Royce because it's Royce. You're not going to take off either your defensive midfielders, which is Bellingham and De Hood. You had a choice if you wanted to get someone on, which was Brandt. You had to take off Reyna or you had to take off Malen. And in my opinion, I know Gio scored, but I think the smarter thing was to take off Gio if you wanted to do a substitution. Because I've liked Malen's performance. He brings something a little bit different than having both Brandt and Gio on. Malen's playing out on the wings right now. Look at him go right here. Come on, baby. Get your goal. Get your first goal. Take a hit. And that's why he's on. For that exact moment. I don't think Brandt and Reyna being on at the same time would have the pace to pull something like that off. But I like it, man. I like it. I hope Malen gets his first goal here today. Oh, what a ball. Oh, man. I don't know if that would have been offside, man. That would have been a beautiful ball from Malen. To me, he's playing like a winger. Let's take a look. Would this have been onside? It is close, but I think it would have been off. I mean, it would have been off. But it's all right, man. Give Gio a rest. He had a good show. Got a goal, but Bellingham's down, and that is not what you want to see. If Bellingham comes off, you have to put on Papadopoulos, and you push Witsel up. We have no other options in the midfield, man. That is not good. Malen as a winger and Haaland as a striker. Yeah, it is so good. He's been playing way out on the left-hand side, and I thought he's looked great, man. He likes cutting in and taking a hit. And to be fair, all of Malen's hits, yes, didn't go in the net, but they're controlled. And they're hit with pace. But let's take another look at this goal. Controlled well by Bellingham and just hit first time. So nicely done. But my assumption is Papadopoulos is coming on, or Gurpuz. I don't know. I don't know which one's riskier. Papadopoulos or Gurpuz. They subbed out Gio so he can be ready for World Cup qualifiers. So there you go. He got a goal, man. Bellingham is getting subbed off. Hopefully he's okay. He's walking off, which is a big sign. I'm I'm curious who's coming on. It's my guess is Gurpus or Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos. It's Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos. Gurpus. Who do you guys want to see? Is it Wolf? Oh, it's Wolf. Okay, Josh. That's a 4-2-3-1. No, it's not. Who's on? That's what I was thinking. Wolf. Maybe it's a... Oh, I don't know. What is this going to look like? Maybe... I don't even know. Is Brandt playing as a CDM-ish? I think he is. I think it's a 4-2-3-1, guys. Marco Rosa did go to a 4-2-3-1 with Brandt at CDM. So everyone who's watching right now, 4-2-3-1. Brandt and Dahoud, CDM. Not ideal. Sweeper, keeper, Kobel. So yeah, that's not ideal. So it's Brandt, Dahoud as your two CDMs. It's Royce as your cam. Malen as your left attacking mid. Wolf as your right attacking mid. Holland as your striker. That is a defensive catastrophe. I'm nervous now. Oh, Dahoud, don't give him a yellow. Don't give him a yellow. Oh, you didn't. What happened to Maloney? For you U.S. men's national team fans, you probably won't see much of Maloney. More than likely, he'll play 95% of the games with the U23s and maybe 5% of the games with Dortmund. Some of that could be dependent on getting a player in, but Papadopoulos is clearly above him in the pecking order, and you're not going to expect game time, let alone even bench time. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's a huge hole right now in the midfield. Brandt is playing at CDM, and I am just genuinely nervous. Free kick coming up as well. 73rd minute. Marius Wolf is back on the pitch for Dortmund, rocking number 39. They gave away his number 27 jersey to Tigges. Kramaric can hit him, man. It is Kramaric. Oh, Gregor Kobel. Nicely done, my man. Kramaric can hit. Man, Kramaric is a very good set piece taker. He was going far side. Gave Kobel a good reaction save. I like it. I like it. Malen on fire. But too late. Corner kick coming in. Oh, a little set piece to find Sebastian Rudy. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. That's the reason we shouldn't have sold Delaney. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you guys have the timer show so I can sync with my stream. Well, good, my man. I'm glad. I'm glad. The ticker can, like I said, can be iffy sometimes. What do you think about the defensive depth in our squad because our defense area is thin? Yeah, I mean, the fact that we lost Delaney, I mean, I know this isn't the defense. The defense is thin. We need a right back and we need a center back. For sure. Our midfield, you could argue, is thin now. Getting rid of Delaney. If we lose Witzel too, I don't know what we're doing. Oh, take a look, Brandt. Brandt does well there. Does very well. Finds Meunier. Poor ball. Yeah, I mean, if it's hard. The fact that Witzel's being linked away is downright ridiculous. Just keep him for a year, let him walk for free. What is 10 mil going to make a difference for? We're not going to get someone in this season to adequately replace him. He's too important, and especially if you just let Delaney leave. I don't like it. Unless you can pull something out of your butt and get a really good defensive midfielder in who can maybe even play as center back, don't bother getting rid of Witzel. And there's Kobel, who's had an incredible game. Papadopoulos is warming up. Good. Good. I'm assuming maybe Malen will come off then. Malen will come off, Papadopoulos will go at the back, Witzel will move up to the midfield, and then Brandt will move up from there. It has to be, man. This is too risky. We're winning. We need a defensive option out there. It sucks though. I want to see Malen get on the score sheet. But yeah, Kobel's played excellent today. I think he's got a lock for our 5 takeaways. Delo getting loaned in. It'll depend. It will depend, man. I think it'll depend on different situations going down. if our boy Shelik goes over to Atletico, Trippier to United. I guess Serge Aurier maybe going to Lille. I don't know. It's got to be a merry-go-round for us to end up getting Delo in. But he seems like he's interested. But that was before Ronaldo went there. That's a deep corner. Back door and over. Josh and Coble sitting in a tree. Simping, man, I know. I mean, but when you finally got a keeper that you can trust, you gotta like it. It's a good feeling. Holland, well, he's doing things on the defensive side. Another corner coming up for Hoffenheim. Goes deep and goes right out. I like it. If only Royce was faster. Yeah, I don't want to see Malen come off, man. I don't, but I have a feeling he will at some point come off. He has that speed, but we still have Holland on the pitch. That's the only one that makes sense. Taking off Malen or Royce, I guess. Putting Papadopoulos on and getting Witsel up. But we should probably do that soon, considering that we're winning by 1. Oh, that's a poor back heel from Meunier. Coble with a dab from James. Why do our midfielders and attackers have more defensive highlights than the actual defenders? Nice ball. Witsel does well. And nicely done. Oh, come on, boys. 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go to see out the weekend and make a lot of Dortmund fans happy. I still would feel more comfortable if we had a substitution. Come on. But I don't know. Put in the chat, guys. Let me know. Gurpuz or Papadopoulos? Who would you go for? Guerrero does. They're both young options. Gurpuz would come on for Malen and then or Royce and just go to his CDM role. Or you bring on Papadopoulos for the back four, you put Witsel up, and then you take off Malen or Royce. Who would you trust more to come on, Papadopoulos or Gurpuz? Because I just don't like the fact that we have one defensive midfielder who's Dahoud, who arguably is better as an 8, and also is on a yellow card. Papadopoulos in his sexy beard. Yeah. Papadopoulos has got more experience playing with the first team than Gurpuz does, but we're definitely missing Jude. We've lost possession completely. Come on, Witsel. He's got a man mark now, but Akanji does so well. Under pressure, Akanji, take a bow. Harder than it looks. Oh, and a nice touch there from Holland to Royce. Nicely done. Come on, let's get a third here. Let's get a third. Brandt. Malen. He's going to take a hit. Come on, Shirley. Oh, he finds Wolf. Oh, Marco. Finds Brandt. Got a little bit of pressure coming in here. Guerrero hit it. Oh, Brandt. Is that offside? Or was Wolf who hit it? Ronaldo signed for United for 13 million. Oh, that's gotta hurt his ego just a little bit. But I mean, he has got 1 year left on his contract, and he's 36 years old. Come on, boys. Get Malen involved. Royce. Deep ball to Marius Wolf. Malen hit it! No! Oh, no! I thought that was it. It fell to Malen, but Holland kind of took it off of him. Is Koulibaly still injured? He is. I think he's still out for a good chunk. Angie says Papadopoulos, but we'll leave it for now. What an opportunity, man. Wolf with a perfect header to Malen, but it was a good hit, though, from Holland. Would have been nice to put that in the back of the net. I would like Malen or Holland to score. Because I thought Malen was positive this game, but mostly from the wing position. And Holland's just downright angry. Oh, he's still probably got a couple years in him. Yeah, definitely. It's Ronaldo. Why are they trying to buy Richarlison? They're looking for it. Mukuku, please come in. It looks like there's... Oh, it's Paslak. And Mukuku. Wow, so not what I would have done. De Boer's coming in as well. Surprised they waited so long to get him on, getting their main man on. But that allows two strikers now for Hoffenheim, De Boer and Kramaric. I don't know who's coming off for Dortmund. Yanking off Wolf already. Mukuku and Paslak. Who's it going to be? I'm assuming Malen, maybe Royce. I don't think the community's going to like this too much. I think Holland is getting old. It is Guerrero for Paslak. Interesting. Very weird sub, man. Rosa, why just leave? Why not just leave Guerrero on? And now I'm assuming Paslak's going to play at left back. And then Malen for Mukuku. Not what I would have done. Not what I would have done. I thought Malen was lively though this game. I thought he was lively. I enjoyed that. Now you can argue in the last 7 minutes, Guerrero is going to just be kind of chilling, mainly because we need to defend, and he's not the best at defending, so maybe that's why Paslak came on. I think you could argue it's not an improvement. Fireworks are going off near the stadium. That was a nice little picture there, but yeah, Mukuku's in. He's playing on the left-hand side where Malen was. But I really liked Malen's performance for good chunks of that game. Come on, Witzel, shut him down. Oh, dangerous ball. Well, we can be nervous for the next 10 minutes. Yes, we can. Couple F's in the chat. Oh, I feel you, old man. It's going to be a very tense last 10-ish minutes. Paslak. I believe we are still in a 4-2-3-1. Mukuku went for a straight swap on the left. And he's going in stride. Ah, went off Mukuku. It did. Wolf looks ready to earn his place in the squad. Maybe, but I bet you any money if there's any type of offer that comes in for Wolf, Dortmund will like that. I think Berkey, Wolf, I think there's a good chance that they will both leave. If any type of deal comes in, any single type of deal comes in, I think there's a good chance that they will leave. The other thing is maybe Nico, but I don't think an offer will come in for him. Nicely done there from Meunier. Gets the ball to Kobel. Gonna just play with it a little bit. Yeah, why not make us more nervous? Dortmund gonna score that dagger goal? Maybe. I'm nervous. Oh, hard challenge there on Marco Reus. Reus is pissed. Josh, do you play FIFA? And if you can, upload some gaming in a gaming channel. We'll definitely be doing some FIFA 22 content. Probably a career mode on Dortmund. Maybe even an ultimate team called Malen to Glory. Team. Only rules Malen's got to be in. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Definitely a little bit. Oh, Wolf. Oh, Holland. Oh. Marius Wolf. Holland, you needed to take that for your own self-good. But what a little back heel. That was gorgeous. And then Malen just throwing people to the different ground.
They have the same haircut, so they see each other.
They have the same haircut, so they see each other well. Yeah. Yeah, Bale would be proud. Witzel does well there. Yeah, getting stressed in this last 4 minutes. Nicely done, Witzel. You have time. Oh, he slipped. Poor clearance. Malen is not doing good so far. I thought he had a positive game today. I really liked his performance. Little things to improve on. Yes, his first touch wasn't completely on. Didn't obviously score, but he was creating chances. He was finding space. He looked to me like someone who prefers to play on the wings. There is already interest from Wolf in the Turkish league. Yeah, Fenerbahce is interested in Wolf, and after that back heel, I mean, those Turkish clubs will be all over him. But watching Holland just bully people and then use his weaker foot. That would have been a gorgeous goal. I felt a little more comfortable if that could have went in. Here comes Meunier. He's gonna find Wolf. He is. But what is Wolf gonna do? Just gotta hold on the ball. That's all you gotta do. And he did. Well done, Wolf. Well done. I'm not watching the game. What is extra time looking like? We're at the 88th minute. I'm assuming 4 minutes of extra time will be up. I would say Malen's best game today by far. I agree. A 7.5 is probably what I would have given him. Maybe a 7. There were still a couple things at the beginning of the match, but I thought he was a little bit of a breath of fresh air, to be honest. But I mean, yes, he didn't score, but it's not always what it's all about. Just a matter of time. Pass lack with Kramrich, not what you want to see. Nicely done from Royce. Once again, more defensive tackles from Royce than anyone else on the pitch. I'm loving how Malen is growing in confidence. That was something I took away too. Malen was playing with confidence, man. The amount of shots he took on today, you don't do that if you're scared, if you think you have to pass it to Holland, or if you're not think you're ready to do that. But there is a corner kick coming up for Hoffenheim. Sebastian Rudy. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. There was 4 minutes left. You couldn't have saw out 4 minutes. Any chance of an offside? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Come on. Offside? You seen that, or is it Royce keeping him on? Did I miss something? Maybe Royce. Maybe Royce kept him on. I might have been looking at the wrong thing. That's pathetic defending. Royce kept him onside. I didn't see. I was looking at the other player. I was like, well, great. Who would have thought? You threw the substitutions you did. Go to the transfer market. That's all I gotta say, man. It's pathetic that this is who we finished the game with. We have absolutely no depth. It's very challenging to keep any type of positivity. Here comes Royce. Holland. That was a noise I don't know if I've ever made before. I'm sorry for that. Jesus. Getting all pissy over here. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, that was a pop. I'm sorry for you guys' eardrums. Holland, you needed that, buddy. Still, the board, my statement still remains the same. Get some depth in this frickin' team. Like, they were on the edge for a while at the end of this game, but come on, let's go. Let's take a look at this. Anything bad happen here that could take this goal away? Holland's a weapon, we know this. No, that's a good goal. And that's in the roof of the net. That's a finish. Jesus. Mukuku had what a brilliant save on Mukuku though. And then Erling Haaland's like, you know what? This is what a finisher's made of. I'm gonna punt that in the top of the roof. Oh baby. Oh baby. Still add some depth, but that's what I'm talking about. Someone said earlier in the match they had the 3.5 goals or more. You got your wish. Oh, Erling Haaland, you crazy guy. And that is why we want to keep you. Oh. Are they reviewing it? No? Ref's bringing him in. Marius Wolf, I thought that was Haaland for a sec. In the roof of the net. Keep trucking. He needed that goal so hard, man. Drop a like for your boys. Getting it together where it matters. I'm not sure what they were taking a look into. I mean, that's all Haaland. That's just pure determination. And Wolf does very well, to be fair. To control that into Haaland, smash that in the net. Oh, man. And it counts. No offside. Finish this game, man. Finish this game, please. And then go to the transfer market. Dortmund, you have to learn from this. This was lucky. We're playing with a defensive midfield duo of De Hood and Brandt. We did just gain a subscriber. I appreciate it, my man. Anyone else who's tuning in, drop a like, drop a sub if you want to join this community of stressed out Dortmund fans. But man, this has been a game. What's going on? Wolf Rudy's not happy with something. I'm not sure what it is. You gotta love him. That was me over here. 3.5 goals, brother. Let's go. Bill McDonald, man. It was one of the first things you said earlier on in the chat. And I was like, yeah, 0-0 at halftime, not looking good for you. What are they reviewing?
I think a foul. I think they're reviewing a red card of some sort.
They're reviewing something. I don't have my sound on. Producer T's letting me know in the background, but apparently Sebastian Rudy's mad at something. Doesn't look like it mattered. Crying over spilled milk. Come on, boys. Finish this thing up. Attaboy, Wolf. Take a look. You got bodies. You got bodies beside you, and that's the perfect ball. To Meunier, to Royce. Marius Wolf. Oh, is it offside? I was. But Marius Wolf, that was a beautiful ball. How bad offside? Man, that wasn't offside, was it?
He missed the net.
Oh, he missed the net. I thought he put that in the back of the net. That was a camera angle. Fooled us. I was going to say, he looked onside. It was a beautiful ball from Wolf. And actually, to be fair, a good ball from Meunier as well. Producer T has a nice voice. He does. He's got a better singing voice as well. Dortmund's lack of depth showed today. Yep, absolutely it did. Now just blow this thing, please. Please blow it. Showing the offside, keeping Haaland on. He's on by a good distance. And then just punts that in the top of the net. Just gained another subscriber. I appreciate the sub, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Very close. Oh, that's a good ball from Royce. Sort of. Not really. We played our 5 minutes, guys. We're at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Gained another subscriber. The subscribers are rolling in. Helping the channel grow. We appreciate it. And hopefully giving a little bit of love here for Dortmund. Finish this thing up. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Blow the whistle. We played an extra minute. Last free kick coming up. I subbed. Welcome to the channel, my man. Welcome to the channel. Home of Juve subbed as well. Ravid subbed. I appreciate it. Helping the channel grow. We've got one probable last play here. 3-2 for Dortmund. A free kick in decent territory for Kramrich. I'm assuming he's going to go... Oh, baby, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. How you guys feeling? Subbed as an Italian, Azzurri fan. I appreciate the sub, my guy. I appreciate everybody subscribing, man. Drop a big like for that dub. 3-2. All inspired right up. And a lot of new subscribers. So everyone who has subscribed, I appreciate it. And if you are new around here, put a couple hearts in the chat. Like our friends there. Nice black and yellow hearts. What a game. That's your typical Dortmund game. You want to know why people around the world fall in love with this team? Is that they're impossible not to watch. They keep you on edge. This is a typical Dortmund game. This is a typical reason as why they bring you in. They suck you in. They give you the chance of being pissed right off. I was about to go on a tangent as why I was so angry that we had lack of depth, lack of everything. And then Holland scores. Who's your guys' man of the match? Who do you guys think? It was a huge win, man. Very, very well deserved. Probably Bellingham would be my man of the match. He had a goal and assist. Really good performance. Look at all the black and yellow hearts coming in. Absolutely fantastic. Big congrats to the BVB fans. Much love. Bundesliga equals underrated. I think you're very right. What a match. Defense sucks. Depth. Depth is going to be an issue, man. But all right, I got to prepare some 5 takeaways here to get going for you guys. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. That was a unbelievable game. A typical true Dortmund game. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. But everyone who is still tuning in here, guys, be sure to drop a like on the way out. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. A lot of new faces on the stream today. We absolutely love to see it. And for the right reasons, we get a smile. We got 3 points. We get to enjoy our weekend. Kobol's incredible, and our 5 takeaways video will come up soon. So, GG's, everyone. I appreciate you all. And, yeah, see you guys for the 5 takeaways. Cheers.